Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. 2 days until TPC. It's going to be exciting. I actually saw a lot of, I saw Soju streaming and he logged off. I thought he was playing Scrims, but he's not. He's playing solo queues. So, hello, everyone who maybe is coming over from his streams. Good morning. Today, we're going to be watching some Scrims. We'll play some ranked. We also got a sponsor segment today for the new Honkai TFT Pokemon game. It's called Honkai Nexus Arena. That would be pretty fun. But that's going to be happening in like 4 to 5 hours. I want to get some good TFT in before and after. Like after, we'll go back to playing some more ranked. So let's go ahead and spectate some TFT. See how everything's doing. D-Blade, how you doing, man? Orange Clock, good morning. Good morning. Let's get the game started. So this is a scrim between... let me go here. Top left. We have... a lot of the best players from the servers are here. We have, this is a stack lobby. We have 60-second Jedusor, 60-second long-time top CN player. We have Jedusor, one of the best players from France. Looks like he's playing some hero augments. We have Setsuko, solo leveling. Solo leveling not doing too hot here for Setsuko so far, but we'll see how he recovers. We have LiShao. LiShao is actually crushing it lately. Look at the scrim scores going into it. Flancy, like, you looked at the LiShao. LiShao in the first mock tournament posted a score of 31. And then CN in general is dominating scrims. I think CN right now is probably the region that is doing the best so far on the B patch. So definitely want to pay attention to what they're doing right now. Time skip. Setsuko, Grea's been scrimming a lot as well. He hasn't been doing very well in good in scrims, but maybe he's just like in learning mode. We have Pandora's double rage blade for Ironbog. Ironbog #1 player right now from APAC as well. Taro with also soul leveling. There's actually so much rage blade name. Rage blade, rage blade, rage blade, rage blade. What's going on here? I mean, this guy has rage blade because he's playing Mundo Hero Augment. Morning, Eric. How you doing? FWAF, hello. Okay, how do I actually pronounce your name? Fwafwad Faf F. Fwafwafwa. Morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're watching. We are watching the Golden Gala. Actually, can I get the Torment Realm thing up as well? I would like to get some extra information. And the more I practice using it, the better I'll get at using it as well. Let me see if I can link that up real quick. Let me see if I can link that up real quick. I can. Let me see if it works, though. Save. Boom. It does, but it's not working in real time. Looks like it's on a delay. Maybe if I refresh it. Give me a sec. If I refresh it and reboot it, it maybe goes live. No. It's like, it's basically on like a spectator delay. That's weird. Maybe if I try one more time. Give me a sec. FN seal. No, not right. Not right. Okay. Oh, whatever. It's all good. I'll like, I'll unlink this one. I just hit a 3-star Volbear set and Samir with Prismatic Soul Fighter Pandora's bench. Damn, that sounds like the craziest combo. You hit the dream. Hope you're recording that game. I just smacked my keyboard and made my name. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna call you FWAD. FWAF. 60-second playing, is he playing Kale reroll? I've been seeing more and more players just that, like, if they have a Kale opener, they'll just play Kale. Like, if they have Kale too, and they have reasonable open item for her. This guy went Psychic Forge Kale. Isn't that kind of crazy? That must mean that Kale is really good if you can play Psychic Forge into Kale. Time skip LiShao. I'm actually really interested in time skip LiShao as well. See what he's going to open. Because I've had a couple of games where I thought about whether or not I should econ open for it. And I'm not sure what to play off of it. My first instinct was to try to just play Mentor Mech because that's like an established thing. But right now in the current meta, I think there's a lot of... I think right now the current meta is very unsolved, and a lot of people aren't sure what is optimal to play. And that makes sense because it's like a post-patch thing. But I think a lot of players specifically don't know what to do from lose streak. I sense myself getting a little on the fan. I think a lot of players don't know what to do off of lose streak, so that is where I think a lot of players are struggling right now. So we'll see if they figure it out. What's going on with this thing here? I usually have like a little thing above me that says Frodan, but whatever, not a big deal. Oh, is it because it's an overlay thing, not on top? I'm not sure. Lately, I think I moved some stuff on my hard drive, and some things have been like kind of buggy lately with my overlay. It redirected all the I have to do all the directory permissions and things like that. But all right, whatever, not that big of a deal. Just in case you guys forget my name, you know. All right, anyways. Let's see what LiShao is up to. Is he gonna reroll? Is he gonna push levels? If so, is he gonna play for level 8 composition? We have the 2-cost rerollers already established. Ironbog, I think, is just gonna be playing into Ashe. I see players play a lot of just like Juggernaut Ashe now. I think because of how specific you need items for Udyr, I just don't think Duelist Ashe. I personally rate Duelist Ashe lower than Juggernaut Ashe, but that's just me. Setsuko's slammed the Star Guardian emblem. I'm pretty sure Star Guardian really wants the emblem now. I think if you play Star Guardian without emblem, you're aiming for like a 4th at best kind of situation, unless you're super high rolling. And I think that if you have Star Guardian emblem though, you can actually play for the win. It's like that. It's that big of a difference, I think. But yeah, we'll see. LiShao gets the win here over Grea. Jedusor is in a really good spot as long as he just hits his Mundo 3. But even then, Mundo 2 is just very stable for a long time. Is my Spectating on Zach Hirogman any good? I've seen people take it. I think people prefer Fusion Dance instead. Care package. Still going to take more econ. I think this is Grea's POV. Takes Vampiric Vitality. Ironbog. Big grab bag. Forward thinking for Taro. Oh, wow. With these items? Interesting. Setsuko takes all that shimmers into Gold Collector, just making more Jinx items. 60 seconds, still rolling for... Oh, he took Gold Destiny into Care Package. That's pretty good. Gold Destiny into Econ. Dude, everyone gets Care Package. Care Package, Care Package, Care Package. Exclusive customization. Looks for a Mundo item. Gets Infinity Edge, so he gets this Mundo. This is a really ambitious setup here from Taro. I'm not sure what he's trying to go for with forward thinking. As in, what is he trying to angle for? He has Rageblade, Visage, Bramble slammed. What's the Rageblade carry that you play around? Is he trying to fast 9 and go into Twisted Fate? That part I'm not sure about. Because Rageblade carry, the only Rageblade carries is Ashe. You could go into Jinx, but you're contested by Setsuko, who has the Star Guardian emblem. This is I'm actually really unsure about what Taro's trying to angle for. So curious about that. LiShao slammed Thief's Gloves and Poppy with Bramble. He's still really open. I'm assuming he's playing Mentor Mech, and I think that's what he's trying to angle for. He slams all of his like non-Rise components. He's holding all the units on the bench, which makes sense here. And he also sees that the lane is like kind of uncontested. I wonder if Taro's gonna do something crazy, like pivot into like some vertical that I don't know about. Like I don't see coming. What do you consume for Fusion Day and Zac? A heavyweight unit, I think. So just gives Zach more HP. So I think if you're playing heavyweights, you can have him consume Aatrox. Probably not that big, especially if you're like in a situation where somehow you get Aatrox 3 while rolling for Zach. Probably not going to happen, but it could. Since he's end up rolling his or getting a Giant Slayer, by the way. This is actually really interesting. The fact that he thinks Kale rerolls so good. He also has Golden Edge as well. Psychic Forge for Kale, fascinating. And he actually Psychic Forged it and got best in slot. Kale really wants Giant Slayer now. I think that's like the priority. If you actually look at TFT Academy, we actually updated it. This is just tech for you guys. If you do play Kale, the first item you're actually prioritizing is Giant Slayer, not Rageblade. That actually might be a huge difference to your Kale gameplay. So just keep that in mind. And then you make something like Jewel Gauntlet and Rageblade. But the Rod actually wants to be JG. Rageblade's actually the third prio, and you actually saw the exact same thing out of 62nd. He has Psychic Forge, but his items were Red Buff and JG at the beginning. One off KO. You might just send here until you hit. How come? Because the buffs to Giant Slayer is exactly what KO wants across the board. This is pretty tough. Like, so now he's rolled to 30, and you don't want to roll too deep. Okay, that's definitely. But like the thing is, you're so close, you kind of need to roll until you hit. And he's also has Golden Edge to recover. So, ironically enough, it's almost like sometimes making KO 3 ends the fight faster, and you get lower Golden Edge stack. I saw a post on Twitter saying Red Buff is better than Rageblade. Yeah, actually, it's true. The true Biss Kale is Giant Slayer, JG, and Red Buff as a preference at level 9. But you rarely ever get to the spot where you can have like that type of setup. It's kind of like how some people's true Biss is like 4 tiers. It's like blue buff, void staff, archangels, or something like that. But like I'm just painting a hypothetical, but it's like very impractical to ever get. So it's kind of hard to make that recommendation. But yeah, just as a small note. Kutask, how you doing, by the way? How you doing? It's great to see you around these parts. First bow GS makes it hard to get Rageblade. Or sorry, red buff. Do you mean red buff or Rageblade? I think you mean red buff. What's the acronym for Rageblade? Is it RGB or is it GRB for Ginsu's Rageblade? Or is it RB? You can actually make a case for any of them. IE, so this is sealed to play in God's Eye opens into Soul Fighter. I think this opener is just so good that you can just tempo into it. LiShao, I mean, he's just doing straight up loose streak into oh, is he gonna potentially play Darius 3? Okay, no, he's not. He doesn't have the items for it. I think he's playing Mentor Mech, but some of the units he was holding, I was curious. I wonder if he's also even open to just playing Mech if he hits Yone. Like, just playing 7 Mech. I think 7 Mech actually can, like, play from behind, but the problem is you have to hit Yone, and that's just really hard to do. The other element, though, is that he doesn't have Karma items. I think Karma needs pretty specific items. It's a hard line to play towards, but you definitely can. I played it yesterday twice from Loose Streak, and I think I got 2nd and 4th. So it's definitely something you can do, but you need to hit Yone on stage 4. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And the blue buff keeps him flex. So he actually can play blue buff Rise and blue buff on Karma. I'm assuming he's going to go for Mentor Mech, though. We'll see. He's also not holding Lucian. Skipping Lucian entirely. It's Rise. So this is his setup. Volibear. Volibear is now just like the 4 cost you want to play around as your duo carry. He's missing Aatrox. Plays TF just for extra little bonuses right now. JG. Oh, I was thinking Archangels and go for Sky Piercer. I think Archangels and then like maybe reprioritize some of these items. But I think that's fine. I mean, I think he can go for the Striker's Flail and then kind of repurpose his tier. Tier's a really, really good component in this line. Because you can make Archangel's Voice Staff, Blue Buff, Vow, and even some tank items is totally fine. Checking on Setsuko. See how he's doing. Setsuko went for a fast 8. Last second save, just combat. Finds the Jinx finally. Sells the Yasuo. Aatrox 3 for 60 seconds. 60 second takes Explosive Growth Plus. His KO spot actually looks really good if he can get to 9, which I think he should be able to. LiShao rolling. Grea rolling for Mundo. This is actually going to be problematic. Wait, Taro got forward thinking. And he went to 9 and rolled. He actually did fast 9. I said that his spot looked like he was trying to go for a fast 9. And so he went to fast 9 and got Gwen too. I think this is suicide. Personally, solo leveling forward thinking, and he didn't win streak with solo leveling, and I felt like his items were bad. I think put him in a really, really tricky spot. Shojin, he puts no mana item on Varus because he's trying to play around Gwen. Reforges into a tier. Shojin IE for his backline, but he has no frontline items. I think he's cooked, man. I think he's cooked. An 07 for Taro. This is not looking good at all. I think he got so dizzy. It's a really, really hard turn. He also made no tank items. Oh no, he did make tank. He made tanks earlier, sorry, but he doesn't even finish his tank item set. All good. Fusion Dance Gwen. I think he's trying to play around Gwen, but overall, I don't think it's a very successful setup. Rise 2. Iron Bog. Iron Bog playing some sniper flex. Oh, wow. Okay, Pandora's. I thought he was playing into Ashe with Pandora's. He actually decided to play into Jinx. This guy is actually a true flex gamer. Everyone keeps saying flex is dead. Every time I watch Iron Bog, this guy is just literally just playing some kind of flex thing. I mean, not every game, but like who out here is playing 4 sniper Leona? It actually, the synergies are perfect. I just realized. Are you guys looking at this? This is actually perfect synergies. He has 4 sniper, the Battle Academia with the Garen and the Kate. He has Poppy, Jinx, and then Kabuko for heavyweights, and then the Wraith ties into itself. Is Zac even needed for KO reroll? Not really. You don't have to have Zac, but it definitely helps if you get Zac 3. Because the thing about KO is you want the front line installed. But if you don't have it, it's not that big of a deal. Iron Bog. Really interesting setup here. Actually, let me look at... now I'm like curious about the stats on this. I'm going to look it up real quick. Jinx, Varus, Leona. Garen. Let me see. Get Leona, Garen, Poppy, Kabuko. Wow, it is not looking good. The stats on it are really, really bad. So this is just him playing. I think this is just like a makeshift board that he played around. This is not something that you can like angle for, because so far when I put the stats in, and it's averaging a 4.6 in 36 games at Diamond Plus. That is not good, you guys. Caitlyn. Oh god. Very, very interesting. Okay, Jedusor only on Mundo 2. It's all good. The bigger question is mental stability even needed for playing for your TFT? Yes, 100%. I would say, especially at the highest level, TFT is mostly mental. It's mostly mental. Jedusor hit Vi 3, and Grea is on 6 Vi's, and he's holding Mundos. Yeah. Yeah, Grea is super cooked. Grea is super cooked. I'm not gonna lie, Grea's kind of getting bodied in scrims, but it's okay. This game was like difficult because Jedusor ended up being in the same like Juggernaut reroll line, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, Grea is dead, right? He also took a hero augment that needs to snowball, and he didn't snowball at all. He reverse snowballed. Whatever the inverse is of snowball, that's what Grea is. Grea is super dead. I don't even want to watch. Taro ended up hitting the Varus too. That's actually kind of nuts because he was dirt poor, so he just rolled to 0 and just kept. He found the Varus too, and he transitioned to 6 Bastion. So we've been seeing this as well, which is playing around 6 Bastion plus 5 cost. The issue is when you play it like this, when you play it the way Taro did, you don't even have 2-star Bastions. And that actually matters. The quality of the Bastion board matters a lot. So I guess if the roll down would be to, because Gwen ties in with Swain and Shin Zhao, but he's so desperate for frontline. He literally is playing 2 Swain 1. Is the Mundo hero augment good this patch? Yeah, it's actually, in my opinion, the best reroll line in the game. So I would actually consider it to be true S tier. Okay, he hit Braum. That's big, right? Braum allows him to patch his board. Like if he doesn't have a 2-star Bastion, he can play it. You know what? If he hits Zyra too, he might actually be fully back.
Man, I'm getting more.
I actually could see it. Twist of Fate is also good too. I think I would rack the Twist of Fate. Oh. Wow. He's very close to being fully back. He's very close to being fully back. If so, this guy might be a genius. He's reforging for, what, tank items? Okay, on average, you don't roll and hit this many 2-star 5 costs, though. With hit, like, yes, he had forward thinking, but, oh, he's just dead. Oh, he's just dead. I think you need TF Zyra. I think Varus without Sniper, without Wraith is a lot weaker. So, and he just lost. I mean, to be fair, I was talking about the Star Guardian board. Star Guardian does cap pretty high if you have the emblem. And Setsuko also got to 9, and he found Seraphine, and he has Poppy 2 as a pretty good front line right now. I think Setsuko spot. I think he should be top 3. I am very impressed with how Ironbog got to this board, though. Like, the Jinx Flex. I mean, Jinx Flex is a thing, for sure. The fact that he found 5 Sniper playing around Leona as his primary tank. No one's really doing that. I think this has a lot to do with the fact that he was just rolling down with whatever he could first play. I don't think this is a comp that you, like, angle and be like, oh, well, if I play Jinx as the primary carry, I'm going to look for Leona. I think it just happens to... This is what happens late now. And I also think that he might still go bot 4 anyways. Because 62nd looks like he's top 4. I think Setsuko's top 4. I think Jedusor's top 4. Oh, wait. Seal pivoted off of Soul Fighters. He pivoted off of Soul Fighters to play Juggernaut 5 costs. Legendary Jugs. What? Well, these guys are crazy, man. These guys are actual psychopaths. Is everyone here just thinking that it's a fast 9 meta? Like, what's going on? What the heck? How'd you compare Meta TFT and TFT Academy tier list? What's the difference in rating and rationale? So Meta TFT gives you stats, and they basically evaluate a tier list off of numbers. And so in some ways it's objective. It's not truly objective numbers, but you know, technically how they splice data recommends things. Like the Meta TFT comps tab, like this, for example. And by the way, looks like Seal wins. And Ironbog's gonna bot 4. This page on Meta TFT, based on what they said, is the most popular page on their website. It's also the least reliable and most biased. Like, if you look at this page right here, like how they cluster data and how they interpret all these different things and these recommendations is the least objective part of their site. Actually, that's not true. There's actually a tier list of like their augments, right? Based off of, this is Spencer just giving his, so this is subjective. But in terms of the data, this is just like this is theoretically like just presenting numbers. What we do with TFT Academy is like we basically take all that and we say, we contextualize it. We say some of this is fake because of elo differences. Some of this is just situational. Some of this is like actually true. And we basically summarize like, okay, well, imagine we had a good player interpreting this data for you. So some people don't want that. Some people say, like, the problem with what you're doing is that sometimes you're wrong, and that's fair. But a lot of people would prefer to have, I mean, it depends on how you view things. Would you rather have AI answer something, or would you rather have human? Or would you rather have world champion Dishsoap and world-class coach Frodan telling you what to do? Wait, is that Volibear 3? Oh, no, it's a Mundo 3. Oh. I mean, that might as well be Volibear 3. But I will say that our tier list is skewed and biased towards certain things, right? So, for example, our tier list tends to skew towards the higher levels of play. There's a lot of this that's not true at, like, Plat. So, for example, at Plat, I think some of these comps are, like, way better at B and C tier, and some of these comps are much worse. Because it's just harder to pull off certain things and easier. So I would assume, for example, Crystal Gambit is actually way better at lower elo because people can't punish you as hard. But then you would also argue that Crystal Gambit, you can't like blue streak nearly as much or whatever. So like if you're trying to play like a specific style of it, it gets weaker as well since there's a lot of people who accidentally grief you. Kale is really good. Ironbog with a good fifth. I think that's a good fifth because his board was. I don't think his board is very real, like this 5 sniper board, but that's cool. So yeah, that's basically the summary of differences that I can give you for the website. With the elo differences, you can filter. Yeah, you can. But also you have to remember that you're not gonna get like meaningful information because you filter for like the wrong answer. So like I would actually say that filtering for comps at like only Emerald is actually dangerous because you don't actually see what's good. You're only seeing what Emerald players are doing, if that makes sense. It might sound like it doesn't make sense. So I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well. But you generally want to look at what is happening at the higher levels because what they're doing is generally better. I'm trying to think if there's a better example as well, but I mean, that analogy works in a bunch of different places, but I guess there are a bunch of games that theoretically, if you're like, I'll say if you're League of Legends and you want to like get better and you're at like gold, you can watch like a diamond player and learn, and that's probably fun. Because sometimes you can't like learn from challenger players. I don't think that's the case in TFT though. I feel like in a lot of scenarios, you can learn way more by watching a much higher ranked player in TFT because then they'll like give you a lot of insight. You guys should add a community tier list page, infinite traffic. So theoretically, yes, except one that's been done before. Believe it or not, there's actually a popular website that does that. It's called Mobalytics. Mobalytics TFT. If you go to Mobalytics TFT, there's actually 2 tier lists. There's a team comps that's recommended based off of what they put together. And then there's a community comps page. And this community comps, anyone can submit, and people upvote and downvote. And it is, well, It's a graveyard of a bunch of random stuff. So, like Kaisa Malphite reroll, you know, or Senna Lee Sin reroll. And the reality is, there's a lot of TFT players that just don't want other stuff. They don't want creative ideas. They want good ideas. There's something that I've learned about the TFT general populace is that they don't want interesting. They want good. They don't care about like Joe Schmo's like, look at my interesting, I'm trying to think of something. Look at my interesting edgelord sorcerer build. People are like, that doesn't even work. So you can just use meta TFT to filter challenger though. You could, but you don't get sample size. That's relevant. You're also gonna, another danger about it is that you don't want to, there's also like sort of a, you know, like monkeys on a typewriter can probably make Shakespeare. If you see enough sample size of certain things, you can draw meaningful conclusions. So go out and make some Shakespeare, guys. Write me your latest masterpiece. I mean, we can't do it without you guys. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. The gold and platinum emerald players are those secret workhorses of the challenger meta. Because when they don't know the answer to a question, it's up to you guys to help us solve it. That's why Leduc hates it. Hates what? Exactly. I've been trying to figure out what works, and it's hard to decide between the ratings of TFT Academy and Meta TFT. In my opinion, and this is me being as objective as possible, I think you should use both if you are like a person that wants to be a fully capable TFT player, because I think that in reality, TFT Academy can give you a good snapshot of everything. It's supposed to give you a succinct, it's supposed to give you all the tools for you to figure out the rest, but you can't figure out everything. And if you're a person that needs full, complete understanding and mastery of like everything, you're not going to get it from our website, because our website helps to get you, it's like we're trying to get you like 80% of the way there, and you should be able to figure out the last 20%. If you're it's like a player that if you don't know anything, it should get you up to speed at your relevant elo all the way up to like diamond and masters. And if you're a masters and above player, it should give you almost everything you need to figure out the rest if you're a good player. This guy just has Varus 2 in his shot, by the way. Also, I think KO might be OP, guys. Might be like really good. I mean, part of it is that he high rolled Gold Destiny at the care package and then got explosive growth. I can't tell you how many times I've played KO and I've said, oh, I just need something like explosive growth here, and I couldn't hit any econ. But KO is definitely very good. He also plays 6 Juggernaut KO, not even 6 Wraith KO. But I think meta, if you only use meta TFT and you don't like use any expert opinion, your chances are you end up getting lost in the meta read as well. Augments are pretty slow to change on Academy. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but Meta TFT literally never updates their augment tier list. They do it like twice an entire set. This is not data driven. This is they literally have an expert updating it twice per set. So, yeah. Like, I mean, if you look at it right now, there's a lot of stuff here that's pretty questionable, to say the least. Actually, I mean, they have some stuff, but like they have all the hero augments up there. I guess they do that, but yeah. So, I mean, I guess the impression that people have is that this is stats driven for tier list, but it's not. It's just purely like, it's basically, do you value Spencer's opinion or do you value Dishsoap's opinion? Dude, this guy has I'll be the legs at A tier. He put all the mech augments at A tier. That's actually funny. Oh man. Dude, everyone's gonna be like, whoa, this is crazy, man. This is A tier? I'm taking that. That sounds good. I mean, a lot of this is not wrong though. A lot of this is not wrong. Like, I'm not here to just dumpster and be like, I find it funny that the impression is that meta TFT has like the correct augment tier list, TFT Academy doesn't. Our last update was a week ago for the augment tier list, and the last update for on average a meta TFT tier list was a month ago. You haven't seen me play Kale on 4-5 and still don't have Kale 3? Soju made it look pretty balanced yesterday. Anyways, multiple. So for example, another person that I use as a source of reference is Sloga Song. Dude, when Kale gets really far ahead, it is crazy. Is that prismatic exposed in D tier? I mean, I kind of agree with the sentiment. I mean, I'm going to be nitpicking. If you want me to nitpick augments, it's just opinions, right? Because we don't have stats. But some of these things I consider to be like really high, like too high. Some of these things are too low. But maybe it's actually good. All right, here's a score sheet. I think that was 4 rounds of tournament. Do you guys want to keep spectating some pro scrims? You want to hop into ladder? I think like basically today is like there's like every good player is scrimming. There's 48 players across all the regions, and just for reference, there's only 72 or there's only 96. Wait, 32 times 4. There's only 128 players. Why did I missed like by a lot? There's only 128 players, so like a third of the field is scrimming right now. Let's see if there's any interesting lobby forming for the last lobby here. Flancy, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dr. Ro, Songyap, Kaito, Toronto, Tokyo. Bintum and YBY in a lobby. Dishsoap with Milk, but Milk is like super lost. Wasian, Maikel, double 61. Maybe I can watch that one. Oh, this is not a lobby we just watched actually, so they're not even done forming. Is it true that if Solo makes it to World next time, he will join Emily Wang's dating show? I don't know. I haven't heard about that, but all I have to say about that is Emily Wang's hit rate for her dating show is 100%. Actually, I don't know if it's 100%, but like every TFT dating show she's done, I'm pretty sure that person has gone on dates / gotten girlfriend. Which is crazy. All right, be right back, ads. Did Emily do a Greg show? Yeah, and I believe they went on dates. I'm not sure if it worked out. I haven't asked about... I generally don't talk to Greg about his love life. Didn't Milk reject every girl? Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. He rejected them. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. Also, 100% breakup rate. Well, come on. That's not her fault. That's not her fault. Her job is just to have matchmaking and people to even try in the first place. Would you rather have lost love than never have loved at all? Is that Mark Twain? I would rather have lost love than never loved at all. It's from Alfred. Oh. Wait, is that true? Alfred Tennyson? No, it is. Why did I think it was Mark Twain? I mean, I guess it's just like, whatever. Anyways, it's better to have lost love than never loved at all.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
And also, heartbreak matures people. Omega Kiki, thank you for 9 months. What are we naming this baby? We'll name it Alfred. I think heartbreak was one of the most important things that's happened to me in my 20s because I suffered some pretty big heartbreak, but it helped me grow a lot as a person, helped me learn a lot from relationships. And that is why I hope some of my TFT friends get dumped so hard.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Not the ones that are like, I'm happy for though, but For some of these players out there, I hope they get dumped really hard. Lovingly, though. Like, I say it for their own good. Like, no, isn't that... As a friend, you want them... You want what's best for them. And quite frankly, some of them were in relationships in the past that I just don't think they were... I just feel like they could grow a lot more, is what I'll say. And so I wasn't like hate watching, but you know, I definitely did when they experienced heartbreak, I was happy for them. I was happy for them. I don't. Is that weird to say? I'm not like I see, because they're like talking about like marriage and family, and I'm just like, bro, you are not ready. You are not ready. They have unrealistic expectations of it. They're like, please, man, don't procreate. Anyways, maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but some people are just not ready to become family people and parents, especially some TFT players. You hope it ends so they can go. Exactly. I'm not hate watching people's relationship and hoping that bad things happen. It's just more like I see the way they treat their partner. And they think that that's it. They're like, well, I can just keep treating them this way, and I can keep approaching a relationship. And I figured out love. It's their first relationship. They've had 2 relationships in their life, right? TFT and this first partner that they've had, and they think they figured it out. Like, oh, I figured out love and relationships, and they don't know anything. And they're out here saying like, I can treat relationships. I can start giving dating advice. Like, bro, you don't know anything. It's like they've got. It's almost like they hit gold, they finished their placement matches, and they're out here giving TFT advice. Like, oh yes, this is the way you do it. And I'm like, not only are you not ready for marriage and having kids, you are not qualified to give advice to other people. And so they're out here just actively being harmful. So I hope you experience heartbreak so you can actually mature. I hope it happens multiple times. You need to grow, man. You ain't ready. And I'm saying that as a friend, and lovingly. They need to experience this. They need to experience this. All right, anyways, let's take a look at lobbies real quick before I continue onto this line of thought. 60-second Wasian Iverson, that's a pretty good one. Jazz Latte LiShao, I like that one's pretty good. Lilo can be isn't Lilo #1 in points? Him in 60-second. This is a set 6 world champion. Cam, Setsuko, a lot of NA. I kind of want to watch a mix of NA and CN if I can. Flancy, Dishsoap, Achi, Maikel, Ironbog. That's a pretty good one, but Ironbog's struggling a little bit today. Pretty well balanced. Let's go with Dishsoap's lobby. He's not in lobby anymore. You want to see them grow? Yes. As a friend, I think it's only beneficial for them to learn. Have you ever watched anyone play TFT and they just high roll 10 games in a row and they're like, man, this game is so easy. It's so much easier to, and you're just getting frustrated as your friend watching them just get lucky game after game after game. And it's almost like because you also gave them advice on how to play their lucky spots, they just keep climbing. And then you're like out here queuing up and you're just like fighting for your life. No hero augments, no direction, mid streak because everyone just keeps spiking, right? Everyone has like at what cost and hustler, and they're just power leveling, dealing infinite damage to you, and you're just like trying to fight for like your top 4, and then your friends just like you know like, oh, give him the chair mundo. Oh, what's this? TFT Academy recommends best items. I know exactly how to play this spot. It's just like frustrating to like watch that, and you need them to low roll a couple times just so they understand how to play from bad spots. That's what it's like, man. That's what it's like. You would be surprised to know that most people have children and a lot of them aren't fit to be parents. Oh, I'm aware. But you know what's interesting about it is that there's a couple elements of it. Not to quote the Bible, but I mean, Jesus did say some pretty smart things every now and then. I mean, he said a lot of wise things, but one of it was like, you know, you can't really, you're taking out the speck out of people's eyes. You can't see the log in your own eyes. That's a really big thing about parenting. Parents are so good at spotting micro mistakes of other parents, but they like really are blind to their own mistakes. And I mean, that's just the truth of life. And I think that's like, it's really, really interesting because we're now at the phase of parenthood where we're taking kids out to parks, interacting with their kids. And my God, so many parents love backseating other parents. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I thought TFT backseaters were something else. But honestly, after dealing with parents at the park, it's, oh man, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball. There's levels to everything. You know, it's really funny how life works. It almost feels like when you feel like something is like pretty extreme at its severity, you experience another degree of severity of something else later in life. Perspective is hilarious in that way. How do you play from bad spots? Oh, you just play more TFT games. You'll have bad spots. TFT is a game where if you just play enough of everything, you'll see everything like in its extreme. If you play enough, you'll see spike. If you play enough TFT, you will have legitimately low swings where it feels like you low rolled 10 games in a row, to the point where you're like, wait, am I just bad, or is it just 10 low roll games in a row? Because that's how coin flip works, right? Not every spot can be high roll, and not every spot will be low roll. Sometimes you're going to have either in a mixed bag, but you're not going to have, if you play 10 games of TFT, you're not on average going to have 5 high roll games and 5 low roll games. That's not going to happen. It's very possible you play 10 high roll games and you're like, I'm a beast on this batch, or you could also be low rolling, or you also, and then you also input human factor. You could also simply be just playing against weak players. Twilight Assault. I mean, a lot of people are picking hero augments, but Iron Bog in general is not really a reroller. Took best friends over hero augment. This is oh wow, Dishsoap got literally a Malzahar. Okay. Everyone backseats but the grandparents. No, grandparents do backseat from time to time. But the thing is, it feels a lot easier to handle grandparents backseating because, well, one, because like I think older people are just generally more chill. Younger parents, like in their 30s and 40s, are like very worked up about things all the time because I think probably because parenthood in general just stresses them out, so they're just on edge. Parents are in general like on edge a lot more, just because they're usually sleep deprived or stressed or financially burdened and all these other problems. So grandparents are generally more chill. And the second is that it's easier to like contextualize that they're in a different generation, because they tend to say like, what worked for us is this, right? You must do this because back in the day, it helps that big, like to when they explain it that way, because like I understand maybe it worked back then, and like I can maybe take some wisdom from it, or even just dismiss it entirely, and that's fine. But the problem is, these parents are at your elo. They're also 1-year-old babies, and they're like, it's like an Emerald player giving another Emerald player advice, man. And it's like, it just feels like, can I really like, do you even know what the fuck you're talking about, man? Like, what are you even saying? I just can't agree with that. Could you answer my last question? I missed it. What was it? How do you tackle low roll games? Oh, that's it's different for each game, but generally speaking, it's more about the most important thing about tackling low roll games is foresight. You have to recognize that you're in a low roll game. A lot of times you don't adjust your game plan because you don't play low roll games the same way you play high roll games. Investment strategy. If you play poker, do any of you guys play poker? There's a concept in poker that's really important to understand in TFT, which is your position relative to the dealer. Where the dealer is determines action, and so left of the dealer goes first, right? Of like whether or not they want to bet and raise. This is a concept in poker, and your position relative to that determines a lot of times the strength of like whether or not your hand is playable. This is poker theory 101. Very, very basics of poker. And by the way, I'm not very good at poker. This is basically what I'm telling you is almost everything that I know about the game. And after this, I'm done with explanation. I probably don't know anything beyond And I think that if you the later you can take a decision in poker, the stronger your play is, because you can see everyone else's plays, and then you can react to like either leverage your hand, or maybe you can just dip out because you don't want to react off of the first play. And the same thing happens in TFT, which is if you have to recognize your position relative to the strongest players, and if it's all relative. So if you don't know if you are in a high roll position, chances are you aren't. And if things are not going well, you have to immediately adjust your play. And the poker equivalent would be to fold or to like back out. And the equivalent in TFT of like folding would be to try to play for a different placement range. Usually the expectation is to play for like a top 4, but you have to find a way to adjust your placement expectations. Why did you put blue buff as Biss on Smolder? Is it because of blue buff changes? I didn't change that, so Dishsoap did. So I would assume that it's because blue buff is better this patch. Blue buff got straight buffed. Blue buff is just a better item now. In fact, blue buff is probably preferred to most carries than Shojin. I actually can't really think of many carries that want Shojin that would rather have, or if they're like dependent on a mana item, if they would rather have Shojin versus blue buff. I'm not sure if anyone would come to mind. Maybe Samira, but like even then, I think Samira really likes blue buff as well. It's just that blue buff is hard to get. The dealer is more dog. Yeah, actually. I mean, the analogy makes sense. Mordog is the dealer. He's also the house, by the way. Mordog is the dealer, and he's also the house raking every single one of your plays. So let's keep that in mind. As a poker player, someone's trying to get better at TFT, I can only agree with this comparison. Good. I'm glad that it lands, because I don't think I can continue this analogy much longer. I think this is basically the extent of my poker knowledge, because I actually wish that I could get better at poker at a certain point in my life, because it seems like fun. But then every poker player that I ever like talked to always said it's just such a grind. So it's like, because at a certain point it stops being fun and just starts to become like a super grind. Like imagine the grindiest possible thing. Like gaming wise, it's even worse than that. So yeah. I'm like, okay. Especially because a lot of it is like just memorization of like stuff, or you're just using like tools to just play GTO or stuff like that. Pro poker's memorizing infinite. I mean, it's kind of like TFT as well. Not gonna lie. TFT is just becoming like a giant memorization game. If you and fruit APM, it's basically a common. It's like basically like, do you remember and know everything, and then like can you like remove your fruits in time? That's kind of what this set is, right? Hopefully we can get back to a spot where there's a lot of creativity in TFT, and there still is. I would just say that it's like de-emphasized because of how much power is in the game at the moment. Replication. So what is Flancy gonna play? That's what I think. If we're talking about macro the lobby, by the way, because right now we're talking about broad concepts. We have some reroll lines. Either, I mean, what is he gonna do with treasure hunt here? Is he rolling crew? Crew, I guess you could go strategist. He has 4 Jannas, so he's going crew. This is Kale. Dishsoap is probably Malzahar. Maikel is going crew. So Balmyeong is probably not crew then. Oh, he's going fan service Zaya. I'm not sure about that from a pan, but we'll see. This guy is Poor Fortune to Manazane, going to probably Karma. I think that's probably makes the most sense. Sorks is back. And then Ironbog just playing generic tempo as he usually does. But one thing I'm not sure about is what Flancy's going to play. Is he playing Caitlyn Jace? He's going like Sterix Gauge on Jace, backline Caitlyn 2. I've had a lot of fun playing in person, but I started playing online multi-tables and it got so boring and time-sucking. Yeah, exactly. Because you're based. I think online poker is purely measuring about profitability per hour. and it gets like very grindy unless you're like exceptionally good. And then you have to manage the fact that you can just like tilt and play badly. So if you're like profitability, a lot of people profitabilities are like in the single digits of dollars per hour because you can go on terrible downswings, like super big downswings. Talking about like playing hundreds, if not thousands of hands, and you're just like low rolling constantly. And so you have to handle that and not play worse. Yeah. I got 5 beach ball games yesterday, 3 in a row. Is there something going on? Did they? I don't know. That I'm not sure. All I'm saying is, I think the beach ball episode ones, I'll say it, I think it's good for TFT. I think a lot of complaints about the game right now actually are tied to like the fact that like Crab Rave and Gold Subscription and Loot Subscription stuff is actively contributing to TFT feeling like a solve game, too optimized, too power driven, right? With the like, I think if you're a player that like thinks that and also thinks that this encounter is too boring, you might not ever be able to reconcile both those things. TFT is at its worst when people have too many resources because then it just becomes too easy to hit the optimized stuff. It's actually better to be limited in the number of resources and well, not too much, right? But you want to have somewhere in the middle of like having unoptimized things, so that way you're forced to be more creative. So if you're a person that's like, I generally don't like beach episode stuff, but also feel like TFT is too solved and whatever, then you have to figure out how to reconcile that in your head, because those are just fundamentally opposed concepts. That's not to say that like we can't have ever fun things, because I think every now and then throwing in variants is good, right? So every now and then a Crab Rave game is interesting. Every now and then like Prismatic Party can be fun. As a viewer and a spectator, we love those exciting moments, right? I think beach episode is a lot less interesting from like I'm watching this once. I have time to watch 1 hour of TFT. I don't want to watch 2 beach episode games. I think that makes sense. But if you're a player that really values like the innovative, creative, more like awkward fourth part of TFT, I think that's like more important. It's not a strict upside though. There are trade-offs. Like for example, in a beach episode scenario, it basically also really makes high rolls hard to come back from. Or sorry, low. Like if someone is high rolling really hard, they're probably just gonna like run away with the lobby because there are less comeback mechanics. For low, especially if you're low rolling, so it's not just a straight like upside, but it's something on average that I don't think is that common. I like the no encounter games. I mean, I think you're in the minority maybe with the casual player base, but you're in the majority in chat for Twitch chat. But the more I've come to understand the TFT scene, how do I say this? I think TFT as a game has grown a lot, and the #1 sign of maturation is the fact that both the casual and the competitive, and honestly, there's a third camp too, which is the casual competitive, the middle class, that like wants to excel but don't take the game that seriously. Like they want to get to Diamond Masters every set, but they don't take the game that seriously. Beyond that, they're all like really big parts of the player base and really loud, and they're also like diametrically opposed in what they want. The players that want like the casual highlights, a bunch of cash out mechanics, they want to be wowed and they want to have fun. They don't have time to play like 500 games of TFT a set. They want to play like 50 and feel like it's really good. They spend a lot of money. They're very loud and they want the game to feel fun. They want things to be simpler, not more complex, right? Star Guardian theoretically, by the way, is supposed to be a pretty complex, interesting trait, and for a lot of this set so far, it's just been like, we'll just put every Star Guardian. And a lot of casual players would prefer that. And then the experienced, like, hardcore players don't like that, right? They want, like, novelty in the form of, like, well, this game I played this, but here are all the 5, 6, 10 different things I did differently. And that's what makes TFT a beautiful game. And they spend a lot of money, and they're hyper engaged, and they are also a valid player base. And they're both really big. I actually think that like it's almost become like it always becomes like a 50-50 split. And I think Riot wants to theoretically cater to both. And it could entirely be possible that by catering to both, they piss off both. Because neither sides are really happy. But you don't want to alienate an entire player base by just picking one side either. Wow, they made this game so sweaty and competitive, it's not fun anymore. And a fun game and not an unfun game is bad. Well, this game has no depth. It just becomes like a casino complete thing. It's just a complete joke. So I'm out. After I play my 100 games, I'm done with TFT forever, right? So then how do you balance it? That's kind of where I think Riot's at right now with TFT, and it's actually a really, really tricky spot to be in. Why not have the normal mode queue have more of the fun variant stuff? They do. They technically do create something called Pengu's Party or Fortune's Favor or Chonk's Treasure. They do. And that's actually a really big part of how people enjoy TFT. At a certain point, they actually do split it. They just renamed the normal queue to Chonk's Treasure and Fortune's Favor or whatever. Pengu Party. Okay, Dishsoap played the cash out. He got Radiant Titans. He has to reforge, I think. Actually, he could play Radiant Titans on like a heavyweight if he's playing for heavyweight Malzahar. He also could be trying to play for like just a different front line. Some people play, for example, Rammus front line. I don't think he has the Rammus. He's also prepping right now. His spot has potential, but the one thing that I think he's lacking is gold. I'm worried that his gold count is too low. I mean, he does have cash out here. Radiant IE. Oh, gosh. He has to kind of roll first. Oh, Radiant IE can be played on... Oh, he's playing Malzahar Jinx. So he's playing the 4 Wraith board. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. 6 seconds. Really hard turn. Wraith Emblem. He's going 6 Wraith Jinx. IE. I think he's a TG frontline. He has no frontline items. So he TG's Cassante. I mean, that makes the most sense. Yeah, this is a really hard turn. And I think he got it. Very nicely done. But the thing is, that's only... I mean, he has to win this entire stage. He can't just win this fight and go back to losing. So that's really, really tough. Does he want duo Q in this spot? Because if you hit Varus is a good hit, but I can't think of anything else. He might just need he just might need duo Q for the gold. Also, he can take heroic grab back for the gold. He can dupe Malzahar as well. Malzahar 3. I'd be tempted to take heroic here. Duo Q also gives him components. He can also take tank items. Another Jinx item. Like, he can also get like components that theoretically finishes both Jinx and Malzahar as well. Take grab bag. He has Darius 3, but it's not useful. He's 2 Malzahars off. I'd be tempted to roll until I hit Cassante 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, I think this one might make the full comeback. Now he's 1 Malzahar off and he gets Jinx 2. He is fully back. Yo. How's the patch feeling so far? Patch is feeling better. It's objectively better, in my opinion, than the last patch. I don't think anyone could argue otherwise. I do think that it's a much harder patch because I think that... Dishsoap talked about this in the podcast yesterday that we recorded. We recorded pretty late last night, so I didn't stream it. But basically, Dishsoap's summary, and I agree with it, is that basically the B patch... Every B patch in TFT is not capable of being too big because of technical limitations and just like scope. And to address every problem in the metagame required a full patch. And we have Shen 3 with crew here. Required a full patch of changes, and the B patch can only hit so much. And so they took down a lot of the biggest offenders, but some of the other stuff that's around is even further ahead now because some of their, like Viego, for example, or hero augments were somewhat kept in check by like there being so many good reroll. And so sometimes if you get like a spot for the good stuff that didn't get nerfed, they're just steamrolling lobbies. That's the problem with the patch. But I mean, outside of that, it's a much better patch. It's up on Patreon. No, just we literally recorded it like 9 hours ago. And then I slept for 6 hours and I woke up and started streaming. All right. You had 9 hours to post it with no editing? There's an idea that if you're the leader of something and the least amount of people are happy, but also the least amount of people are mad, discontent, you're doing a good job hitting the middle ground. Yeah. I mean, part of it is that, like, there's also just a sheer numbers thing when it comes to TFT, which is, let's say you're making, let's just say theoretically TFT is making 99% of players happy, which is good. But if TFT has, I mean, how many people, let me ask ChatGPT real quick. How many active players per month play TFT? Holy cow, that's a huge number. The most commonly cited figure for TFT is 33 million monthly active players. That is a lot of play. I didn't even realize TFT could be that big. That's cited from 2 years ago, by the way, and TFT should theoretically have only gotten bigger. 33 0.00000 times 0.01. Theoretically, you could have, even if 1% of the player base is unhappy with TFT, you would still have 330,000 people. That's a lot of people. That's bigger than any stream on Twitch currently, right? If you were, like, if the president of the United States were to go live right now, that's probably how many viewers you would get. Maybe, I'm not sure. Actually, these days I have no clue. But like that is like a huge number, and you have all of them just telling you how you're ruining the game, you're doing a terrible job, so on and so forth, right? If it were that many comments, if everyone just left one comment, which, as you guys know, haters don't leave one comment, they leave multiple. They all left one comment, you would get hundreds of thousands of people saying you're awful at your job and they should quit. You need a calculator for that? No, I didn't need a calculator. I was just trying to make a point. Believe it or not, people need visual aids for everything now. Because if you just talk and you don't have anything visual going on, people just lose their attention. In the middle of that explanation, people just left my stream. Because I didn't explain it with some cards and colors. As I explained how to use a calculator and why I used it, people literally left the stream because they lost their attention. Alpha, thank you for the 26 months. Frodan for president of the United States? No, thank you, man. I'll let Stephen A. Smith take that. Take that mantle. Dishsoap, by the way, won stage 5. I think Dishsoap actually may have won the game. I think he actually did it. What a beast. Hard game, and I think he did it. I don't see anyone capping super high. Sargon player doesn't have +1. Mentor mech seems like reasonable, but nothing too crazy. Maybe Crew can hit cap. No, he doesn't even have Ziggs 3. Nah. And then Seal is just playing Star Guardians. Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm surprised by? I'm surprised that Sork did so badly with Mana Zane, but yeah, I guess no Gwen. That's because most streamers are dog at talking and just sit there playing a game. Well, see, I have the inverse problem. I'm only good at talking. Have you? I don't think. I think when I play the game is when people are less interested. But you know what? It's fine. I think that'll carry me longer in the long run. That'll carry me in the long run. Calc is short for calculator. Or calculus. Or calculated loss. Or calcium. So yeah, you're wrong. Source really needs help to get to 9 or else it's pretty mid AVP. Yeah, that makes sense. I think another thing about a lot of these comps is that you roll on 8, but you need to get to 9. He lost again, by the way. Oh, sorry, this guy won, but I mean, Balmyeong's board did not look very good. I think he wanted to play Treasure Hunt to Crew, which I'm not sure is that good of a line. And then I think he got forced to fan service or something. Then he pivoted off into Kog'Maw. It was like weird. Treasure Hunt was not. I think with Treasure Hunt, you need to be able to roll for something quickly as well as have a reason to roll later in the game as well. Damn. Not to glaze my business partner too much, but this is kind of a master class. Prime Dishsoap looking in his prime. He was on the podcast yesterday saying like this is probably the worst prep has ever gone for a tournament. He's like saying like he's like I am going dead last in all the scrims. Everything is going awful. All my things are not working. I'm having trouble macroing, like in terms of like setting like how he wants to approach the patch. And the first game I watched of his scrims for this patch on stream, this guy just puts on a wandering trainer prep masterclass. It's hard. It's a hard game. I don't understand how to properly cap on crew. I just hit 3 stars. Yeah, usually, basically with crew, the most important thing that I could say is you want to hit 3 stars and you want to itemize all your crew units. That's the biggest summary that I can give. It's not like if you hit Ziggs 3 and you hit Malphite 3, you do well. It's like you hit Ziggs 3, you have Malphite 3, you hit Shen 3, you hit Silver 3, and you have items for like all of them. Items are actually like really, really important for the comp because the crew ship scales off of how your crew units are performing as well. Alright, so you take time to explain what you're doing. Yeah, I mean that's actually actively making me worse though. Like everyone in TFT plays better if they talk less. There is not a single player in the world who plays better while yapping about their game and explaining their plays. Everyone plays worse. Even the yappiest of the yappers, like Soju, for example, when he's in tournament mode, doesn't talk very much. Because talking takes too much time. But it does make it more interesting. Also, I do think that it makes me better at communicating as well. When prep was introduced, I think someone said that this will be the augment that will make Dishsoap a world champion one day, or Dishsoap will win a tournament one day. I do think we said that, but I think it was when we brought back prep. I don't think, because when preparation was first introduced, Dishsoap was not really a known player very much. We would say that, I think what happened was like they took away prep. Because Dishsoap didn't win tournaments for a long time, actually. Okay, when I say a long time, he didn't win for 4 sets. Actually, 4 sets is 2 years back in the day, because we only did 2 sets a year. Oh, wow, we only did 2 sets a year. I mean, we did 2 sets and mid-sets. But Dishsoap didn't really win tournaments from set 6, set 7, set 8, and set 9. And we kept saying, like I know Kurum was one of the first people to say it, but he was like, it wouldn't surprise me if the first time Dishsoap made Worlds, he won it. And that was almost true. It was the second time he did. And the 4th time. So based off the pattern, Dishsoap's going to make Worlds, when Dishsoap makes Worlds the 6th time, he's going to win. It only made sense he didn't win last time. Wow. Oh, Sork's top forward. Pretty good. He got the Gwen. I mean, he got the 9, he got the Gwen, so that makes sense. But this feels like surprising how hard it was and how close he was to bot forward. Doesn't talking about the game also force you to think more about what you do? Sort of. The issue is that if you, it would talking through the game makes you think about certain spots more, but if you narrate everything about the game, it just slows you down. It just slows you down. But if you talk about like the difficult spots, you can talk yourself through. It'll help you with some of the hard decisions. But a lot of the smaller nuanced decisions, or sorry, the smaller like non-nuanced positions, like should you be rolling here? Should you be? Actually, those are more nuanced things. What items you should make and things like that. It just slows you down to talk. You should just think about it and do it. There are several good players in mental activities that talk themselves while playing. Yeah, but are they on a 30-second timer? Are they on a 30-second timer where sometimes random variables can happen mid while you're doing the 30-second? Like sometimes you're in the middle of a PV round and you're thinking about something and all of a sudden a prismatic orb drops. It's hard. It's a lot harder. I actually think there's almost no TFT player that truly plays better while talking as much as they do. That's not to say that they can't do that. It's just that I think almost every one of them would prefer to not talk unless necessary. Like, they can talk about things, but it'd be way, way less often than the full-on streamer yap. But that's not to say that talking doesn't help. Right? Like, obviously, sometimes if I'm like, I don't know if I should be taking Shojin for Senna there, or I should be taking a third Jarvan. Then you can talk it through. You talk yourself out loud, that helps you for sure. Like, okay, well, if Jarvan casts twice, I can win fights 100%. Senna right now is doing a pretty reasonable at DPS, even just on 2 items. It looks like it's kind of a team effort comp, so it's not about like focusing on the carries, things like that. You just like explain to yourself. You can talk right through a hard decision like that. I play better when I say hello in unplayable Soju style. Is that game available for mobile or PC for Honkai? It's available for both. I actually have it on mobile, and I have it on PC. I downloaded it for both. Boom. I have it on my phone right now. Technically, I have a test flight version of it. But I'm excited to play it, actually. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It depends if you like... Okay, it depends if you like Pokemon. And specifically, if you like the adventure journey aspect of it. If you just like the TFT, get me straight to the action, you might find some of it like a slog. But I do think the end game TFT mode of it is very... If you like... Did any of you guys like hard version of Talker's Trials? It's basically like the demon chaos mode of Talker's Trials, and you get rewards for beating it, and that rewards help you level up your Pokemon they call them animas. Animas are like the name of the characters. I mean, the ad hasn't even started. I'm already talking about it. Because I went down to LA to play test it at the Hoyoverse offices. But they basically use that. There are like significant things about the game that would theoretically be like balance problems, but I've already communicated that to them and they know. It's the closed beta. The closed beta just started like yesterday night, like 12 hours ago. Dude, it's an actual Dishsoap 15 win out. My God. Very clean game. Very, very clean game. He's also playing 2 Stormbender, too. It's very cute. I like that. Because he's having, like, Wraith do a lot of the damage. I wonder if that affects Wraith in any way. I don't think so. Because it's like the Wraith does its own damage. Can Flancy do anything here? Star Guardians? Not really. Star Guardians just... I mean, second is good for this comp. I wasn't sure what he was going to do because his first original slams was Sterix Gauge Sunfire. So I was like, what is he going to play? He ended up playing Star Guardians. I mean, Star Guardians seems fine if you play from a high tempo position like Flancy. It makes sense. Time to install a third Hoyoverse game on my phone. I actually think it's a good, really good phone game. I don't see myself playing it on PC. I find myself playing it on Dishsoap. Doesn't this make Shred more important? Does he not have Shred? I think he has Void Staff on Void Staff is Malzahar's single best item. You always want Void Staff on him. Every other item you can be like, well, you know, maybe if you have this versus that, it's acceptable. Okay, Flancy's rolling for 3 stars. He's rolling for 3-star Braum. Not even close. PP. Dishsoap #1. All right. Okay, really, really good game from Dishsoap. Wait, Soju's in the game? Oh, Soju must have actually. Did he take someone's spot? Someone must have. Oh, did he end stream because he took someone's tournament spot? He did. Was Canbiz until game 4? Okay. Maybe. Oh, he's in a lobby with. He's in the all NA lobby. 6 NA players and Lee Law. I mean, that might be worth watching though. That might be worth watching. We can wait for that one. He wants to hide tech. Oh, so he doesn't want to be spectated. I see. I should probably honor that. I don't want to blow up his spot. Okay, but the thing is, that's not true. They said scrims are allowed to be streamed, and Dishsoap is literally streaming, right? All right, we'll run ads, and then we'll wait for him to come on. No K3 favoritism. Agreed. Also, they said scrims are allowed to be spectated, so it's all good. So, wait, can I even... They said they were going to fix the spectate feature, by the way. Let me see. Nope, hasn't worked yet. How does the tournament work for this? It's free for all. It's free for all. Right now, they're just playing a mock tournament. All of this is just like they're just basically simulating 6 games and playing a tournament day, but it's all just practice. I don't think there's any like stakes on the line. Is there? Do they like give point? Do they give like tournament like money? Are people buying in? I personally think these mock tournaments, players should put some money in the pool, even if it's like $10. I feel like that. I mean, if 48 players, it's $480. But I personally think for this tournament system, they should put some money on the line. It also makes it like more sweaty and interesting because like players will like try really, really hard if it's like $400. There should be wagers. Yeah, I agree. I think people should ante in. I think they should ante up. So. Also, you could money match the tournament. $50, I place higher than you. True. I don't know if Riot will crack down on that because then that would kind of open up some gambling stuff because then people could technically buy action off of them. Like I could, okay, like, oh, if Soju is betting Setsuko, I would sponsor his $50 or something like that. You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of like slippery slope type of thing, but I would say that it's probably pretty fun. I think just like a basic layer 1 buy. You know what? I mean, I should just tell Dory. I'm just gonna suggest it. Dory, what are your thoughts on making the? Or actually, Dory, are there any stakes for these mock tournaments? Like, are players getting any money? What lobby is Prestivent in? Prestivent's in the Gen Buy. Oh, the Prestivent's lobby is pretty interesting too. Who's actually doing the best today? 62nd, Bintum, Lilua, Gen Buy, Opal. No, it's no prize tournament. What are your thoughts on having players pay like a very small fee, such as $10 to register, so it makes it more interesting and higher stakes for everyone? I think that'd be interesting. I mean, we'll see though. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. It make less people leave? Yeah, that's true too. People would be less likely to leave, I guess. There's many sites with lol gambling, so if they try, they are unsuccessful. That is true too. Wasn't there supposed to be a B patch? I think B patch is out. I think B patch is out. So, is there anybody that we can look at their profile? What about YBY? Is this guy a beast? It looks like the tournament's almost we're almost back. Are there any details regarding the patch? Yeah, if you ever want to go check out the patch, just go teamfighttactics.com and then go to the news section. And then go to patch notes. Oh, the Shin's Ascent trailer. This is basically TFT's PvE mode. Wait, I want to actually see this real quick. Man, I feel like the art team has popped off lately in TFT. The art's always so good.
Oh no, even my boy Chonk.
It's gonna be okay. Shin's Ascent is our new PvE progression-based mode where you will save your little legend pals, including Chonk, by fighting your way up the summit through increasingly difficult zones.
Like Path of Champions. Rest in peace, Legend of Runeterra. Dude, they are taking the one thing that was good about Legends of Runeterra and they're saying, yeah, let's just take it to TFT. We'll leave Runeterra with nothing. We're gonna kill your multiplayer. Wait, what? Oh, they kicking me? What? I think they kicked me. What the heck? Oh my. Okay, well, I guess I can't. I guess I waited for nothing then. Sag. I guess we'll have to join another lobby. Dude, it's, you know what? It's 6 NA players, man. They're really stealing the only thing left for Legends of Runeterra. They are. I'm gonna join this in a lobby then while we have an opportunity. I'll just spectate these guys.
Well, that's one of our friends saved. But as we get stronger, our enemies do too. Either by us choosing who they are, or by selecting a Celestial Challenge payout. Sometimes it may feel a little too celestially challenging. You start each run from scratch, but through your journey track, you'll unlock permanent and powerful upgrades that'll help you on your next runs. Don't worry. Even when the runs leave you cooked, you won't have to attempt them on your own.
Guides like Baker Pantheon are Shin's Ascent core mechanic. They're what makes the challenge of the summit possible by dramatically shifting your strategy and comp. You'll equip a guide before you embark on each of your runs, and you'll unlock more guides as you progress along your journey track.
There are 12 guides.
Do you guys think we should make some content for this for TFT Academy? Do people actually, I mean, maybe. They probably want actual Shin's Ascent guides.
Blockable through your journey track.
Wait, I actually think I should play
additional guides available with our new Shin's Ascent bundles. With the guides by your side and a couple of playthroughs under your belt, you'll become unstoppable. Or at least way stronger.
So, strengthen your board, arm yourself with powerful upgrades, and get ready to ascend.
I feel like working on the art team for TFT is so fun. All right. Well, that's coming out basically next patch. We're going to watch this lobby with Prestivent, YBY, YGQF, YGO, because the other guys kicked me. So it's all good. I mean, if they don't want to be watched, they don't want to be watched, right? It is what it is. So we'll just roll with this. This is the last game of the mock tournament anyways. On the low, it's also better to watch other regions. Watching NA players, I don't even think that the NA players are very good right now. So the top NA players, I think, are probably fine, but like I think on average, NA is pretty bad at the moment. Every reroll meta, you know what reroll metas are? Reroll metas are like reroll metas are like the great equalizer or the great reset. Everyone forgets how to play TFT when a reroll patch hits, because everyone's fundamentals have been hard tunneled onto like playing like a hard committal reroll degen style. And so like everyone forgets how to play TFT after a reroll meta. But I feel like NA gets hit worse by that. Like I feel like we forget, and it's much harder for us to build back up than the other regions. I think because China is like willing to do that at any given point. It feels like they got molded by it. So it feels like they're at home. But for us, it feels like, for us 4-cost Andes, it just like makes people forget how to play the game, like a reroll meta. So it's good to watch NA scrims so you know what lines to avoid. Sure. I hope it's not too easy. Oh, the Shin. Well, I mean, apparently it's on PBE. I could also play a little bit of that as well. I think I'm gonna wait for the live patch though. I don't want it to be like PVE and then it's already solved for live type of thing. I want to be able to like play it on live, see how it feels. Is this going to replace Talker's Trials? I don't know, but either way, is Talker Trials even live right now? Wait, let me launch the regular League of Legends client. Let me launch the regular League of Legends client. Oh, it is? Okay. Oh, sorry. This is the Honkai Nexus or Anima thing. YBY1. The only guy that I think can challenge Ironbog for #1 in APAC. Genbai is the guy that played Graves at Worlds. Yep. He actually did pretty well last set. I say, and then YGQF and Saren are both on Wolves, and they're both really strong players. YGO is a player that hit rank 1 in North America and China at the same time, like in set 3 and 4, but then kind of didn't have results for a while, and then the past couple sets has kind of come back on strong. So he kind of had like a replay moment without winning the world championship. Replay did well. Like remember replay joined regionals back in set 3, and then like disappeared for a while, then came back in set 8. Kind of same thing with like YGO. I just call him Yu-Gi-Oh. Yugi. Solo leveling, Prestivent. GP2. Solo leveling, GP2. I think I would take Attack Expert and slam Kraken, but I wonder if he's going to slam BT instead. Unflinching. The reason why actually, Unflinching is probably fine too for the Omnivamp. Because you don't get Omnivamp anymore. It actually makes more sense. I was thinking Attack Expert because it synergizes with Kraken a lot, giving you more AD. But that is actually crazy. Knuckle Dusters. Heroic Grab Bag into Crew. Portable Forge into Infinity Edge. Spears Will. Is he Kaisa? He has Kaisa pair. Over 9,000 Kaisa. Ornament favorites. Show Fighter. And then Replication into Syndra. I'm rooting for the Kaisa player. I mean, I think Kaisa is basically you must snowball. You must snowball. And if you don't snowball early, you must snowball mid-game. And you also, it just feels like, there's a lot of pressure to make it work. He did slam Kraken, by the way. So my read on this situation is you play this into Mentor Mech and you play for Volibear. Like basically you have Volibear items here, and because you're slamming like Edge of Night, you're more likely to get things like Vest off of Carousel, so you slam Edge of Night, and then you just play Edge of Night, Kraken, and then you just have Volibear items, and then you make Rise sort of the duo carry as opposed to the primary carry. That's my understanding of how to play this spot. I think it's much better that way than to try and like force it into Jinx. Like I think another alternative you could do is like think a way to play into like Jinx. Maybe Ash if he gets dropped like 3 bows. Probably not them. Decent amount of reroll. Wait, this guy is Vi too. Nasher's Vi too. Wait, Prestivent actually could lose to... Nah, never mind. This guy's only level 3. Woo! GB hits like a truck. I was doing a bunch of stats investigation and playing Mentor Mech seems troll. It's so bad compared to other level 8 comps. I don't think it's troll. I actually think it's good. I think that a lot of players... This is my hot take. A lot of players were bad at Mentor Mech and they were carried by Socialite. And now they don't know how to play the comp. They never knew how to play the comp. All they knew how to do was click Socialite and then put the units on hexes. Did you include yourself? I played Mentor Mech like 3 or 4 times yesterday, and I think I top 4'd all of them, man. I think my stats on it are pretty decent this batch. I mean, you know what I have terrible stats on? I'm pretty sure my COG games was 7/8. I'm pretty sure my crew game was an 8th. I'm pretty sure like all my like reroll lines that I was trying to play yesterday, I was averaging a 7.5, but then I played like my tempo lines and I think I averaged like a 3.5. You know, anyone know the stats after added after soul leveling? I think you get a bunch of HP, and I think you get like elevated resistances. Oh no, he doesn't. Do you get attack speed? It looks like he gets attack speed. Wait. Oh, hold on 1 second. Massively increased stats. You know, I don't know actually. 1300 base. Let's see. So you get you get 700 HP and you get AD and AP. Looks like you get 40 AD and AP or 60 AD and AP. Holy cow! Oh no, 40 because of the base stats of this. And Omnivamp. And damage and durability. Wait, what? Holy cow! You get everything. Because he has 45 damage amp, and this is only 15 right now. So, it's crazy. How's Smolder Darius? It's playable. It's just not very common to play into, but it's definitely playable. He lost. Wow. YB wide. I thought Preston was going to be very likely to 5 streak, but he got YB wide. Ezreal 2. Star Sailor, Midas Touch, standalone. Not the greatest options. What is Tarteman gonna play? Is he playing Mundo Jin? He might be Mundo Jin with just Infinity Force. I mean, Infinity Force lost its mana, but that's not a big deal for Jin. So maybe it's not. So you have Crew, Vi. I assume this guy is just playing AP, and I think he's trying to play into Prodigy, or maybe... I don't think it's a Sork line. You don't slam Death Cap in Sorks. We have Kaisa. We have what I perceive to be Mentor Mech from Prestivent, and then we have Soul Fighters. What is YBY trying to play? Shojin Rageblade? Shojin Rageblade is Star Guardian material because you just kind of like throw tempo items into them. Can also play Shojin Rageblade in... I mean, he has Battle Academia, probably not. Can you play in Soulfire line? I guess you could. It's interesting. I think the IBY is just generic tempo here, and he'd figure it out. Fast 9 Leona. So like 6 Bastion, Fast 9, with no econ, no streak, no econ portal. Maybe. I mean if he's like if he takes like forward thinking or something, he's like kind of poor. He's only at 29 as well. No, now he's at 30. Or sorry, 40 if he wants to sell. Kind of a weird spot. How much do I have to improve to go from Diamond 4 to Challenger? Is there a huge gap? Well, what server are you on, Zero? What server are you on? Let's do the math. You're at Diamond 4 right now. And depending on what server you tell me, we'll find out how much LP. Okay, Genpai rolling. No, this is not Flame. I'm asking legitimately. I'm trying to help here. I'm EU West. Well, that's going to be a hard server to hit on. Okay, because EU West challenger cutoff right now is 823. So if we were to do the math, Diamond 4, let's just assume that your Diamond 4 is 0 LP. You need 400 LP to hit Masters plus 823. So that's 1,223 LP. If you were to assume that every first gives you 40 LP or so, you need to win 30 games in a row. But that's not actually true. You need to, if you were to top 4, let's just say you place 4th every single time. You need a top 4 122 games in a row if you get 4th. That's not going to happen, right? So that's 122 games. Let's just say you top 4 that like 55% of the time. Yeah, you're pretty far away. You're pretty far away. You need to. Oh, sorry. It's 0.55. Sorry, but I did the math wrong. But you're pretty far away. And another way you can gain perspective is what is 1,250 LP below Diamond? Below Diamond 4. The gap between you and Challenger right now, if you go the opposite way, is Diamond 400 down to Emerald, 400 down to Platinum, 400 down to Gold, and then 50 LP. So the equivalent of where you are right now at Diamond 4 is the gap between Silver and Diamond. I'm not talking LP strictly. Oh no, I have a point. I'm not just hard flaming you. sorry. This interpretation might be like, man, this Frodan guy's kind of an asshole. He's not helping at all. How much do you have to improve? You have to improve a lot. You need to basically work on your fundamentals across the board because what you're lacking right now at the Diamond level to get to Challenger is everything. You need to work on your economy, your items, your augment selection, your positioning, everything. And so that might be a lot to take in. I would suggest working on 1 or 2 skills at a time. So look at it. The easiest way to do is look at your gameplay. Look at your gameplay and ask, like, what are some of the most glaring weaknesses that you see in your gameplay? And start from there. And then just be like, okay, how can I work on this for the next 10 games? And okay, some people are like laughing as if I'm like mocking him. I'm not. I'm not. I'm legitimately trying to deliver very honest. Some people said, because his goal is Challenger. His goal is to get to the very top echelons of TFT. If your goal is to get from Diamond to Masters, I can give you a much more like I can give you a much more reasonable, like, okay, this is what you can do to like do one thing better. But it's like you're asking to like, what's the gap between you and the best players on the server? It's very, very high. You have to improve everything systematically. Because TFT is a game of making thousands of decisions per game. It might feel like you make like not that many, but you're making thousands of decisions per game. You have to, on average, if your accuracy, let's just say, what do you think the average accuracy score is of a Diamond TFT player? And that's within human reason, right? Not TFTA. Let's just even be generous and say 70% accuracy score. That means if you're making 1,000 decisions per game in TFT, you're making 300 mistakes. So try to figure out what is the biggest category of mistakes that you're making. Is it your items? Is it your econ? Is it what augment you're picking? And then try to narrow it down first. Yeah. It's like chess, accuracy after game, even 2% better accuracy is hard. Yes, yeah, I think that's good. You get it. Yeah. Good morning, Emmy. How you doing? Ugh. Get Broseph coaching. Yeah, so one way you can accelerate this, by the way, one way you can accelerate is to pay for coaching. But I would say that's not everyone can afford it, right? Listen, man, the economy is not doing great in different parts of the world. Money is hard to come by for some people because the rich people just keep taking it, and I don't even know what they're doing with it these days. Building clocks that can live for 50,000 years and outlive humanity. Great. That's what they're doing with their money. Nice. And so if you don't have the money to pay for coaching, don't worry about it. There's a lot of free resources you can use. You can use websites, you can use stats, you can use TFT Academy, you can look up free coaching web sessions and stuff like that. So on and so forth. Okay, so we have crew, we have we committed to this? Is this guy Yumi? I don't think so. His items actually say Karma. I actually think this is True Bist Karma and True Bist Malzahar. These are like blue buff, death cap, voice stat. This is actually like the best in slot for those two specific units. This person, and he's also from China. I'm actually really curious about him in general. His vow also hints that he wants to play towards Jarvan. I actually think that this is either leaning towards Sorks, like a Karmic build or a Malzahar build. I'd be surprised if he plays into Yumi with these items though. I've been considering investing in more coaching, but I'm sure to go with since there seems to be a lot of highly qualified individuals. Go with whoever you think you'll be most receptive to hearing feedback from. Because the reality is, all those players that you probably look up to are probably good enough to give you advice to improve.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
But the issue is you have to be open to receiving feedback as a TFT player. Because you're asking for opinions on how to improve. And the keyword there is opinions. Whoever you just vibe with the most. Here's a summary of it. 20 years old mold diver. Thanks for the 6 months. Oh, Frodan, what do you think of the B patch? Been enjoying it so far? I think it's a lot better than the previous patch. I do think that some of the high rolls that still exist in the game are really, really strong. I was talking about Dishsoap last night on our podcast. I definitely think the high rolls of the patch, like, you know, certain hero augments are too insane, and, you know, certain, like, other, like, artifact VIEGO is kind of a problem. Kai'Sa player on 4 Kaisas. Prestivent is transitioning to the mentor mech, like we talked about. Kind of I think the fact that he didn't 5 streak on stage 2 is a really big deal. Stopped his econ. I think the Zac here, I think Protagonist as a hero, as a prismatic is very fun, but very, very OP at the moment as well. Assuming you have a spot for it, though. Okay, what is YBY playing? He's playing Keepers. Oh, he's playing Bastion Volibear? Whoa. Weird. Saren's pre-leveling. Crew, 3-star Shen. Bowman Death is going... Kog'Maw in the backline with Vi 3. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I'm most interested in YBY's spot because I think he's just playing Volibear Flex. He has Volibear 2 on 7 though. That's crazy. He had didn't he have Shojin Rageblade? And I think he reforged a Shojin. And then what is Saren playing? I think we should look at Saren's spot because he has like the most open AP spot. He's not buying Malzahar. I have no clue what he wants to pick. Something generic, maybe? Oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is there a tiny team? He's playing Sorks. Jarvan. I think he's looking for Karma. Sante. Sante pair. I guess you could... No, wait. You can actually put these items on Rise as well. I forgot. They're not like true Bist Rise, but I think they're like... It's like pretty dang close. Yone. Wait, he can actually play mech. He just need to find Karma now. Oh no, but he doesn't have like the... He doesn't have like the shitters. He doesn't have like... Yeah. Found Karma. It's a shame because like theoretically you can actually make items for Rise and Karma and play both. 0 Karma, yeah. That was actually a pretty brutal roll down. Rolled 40 from 48 down to 10. Found 1 Karma. I think he's dead. And YBY, Volibear 2, level 8, 3 Bastion, 2 Edge Lord. YBuy's playstyle is so interesting. I actually just really feel like I can't learn from him. I actually stopped watching YBY to learn and just more YBY to like kind of marvel because I just can't copy what he does. Like or rather I just don't think I can replicate what he's doing. He's saying Shojin Rageblade with Ezreal 3 Battle Academia, then pivots into Volibear Keeper Flex. Like, he's trapping some of his melee units here for the sake of keeper value. He's playing just two, and he's like win streaking with it. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. Like, I just like, and he's probably gonna find a way to get to 9 from this. He's a true TFT savant. Yeah, like I don't get it. Like, watching him, I don't feel like I can appreciate it. I can tell you what he is doing. I don't know how to replicate it. It's actually crazy. Some players like that are just on another level. And that's why he actually has very similar vibes to Setsuko. So it's just like he just sees the game in a different way. And it's just not something that you can like easily replace. It's very interesting though. Very, very interesting. It actually, it's one of the biggest arguments for why TFT has an immense high skill ceiling. Because while everyone else here is just playing comps that we kind of know, 6 Juggernaut this, reroll that, 8 Soul Fighters, right? Reroll Kaisa, everything's established. You have this one guy who's just like making shit up. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't fall off immediately and lose every fight for the rest of the game and goes like 6th here. That's entirely possible. But like, I wouldn't even be in the spot where I could like 3 streak on stage 4 with this. Like, I wouldn't even dream of it. This is literally like flex TFT, right? He's just doing the thing that Spicy Happy says is not possible. Now, part of it is he did natural Volibear 2 on 7, but I mean, you know. Keeper value is greater than 1-star Mundo. I mean, he's playing Voli Yasuo duo, so maybe that's the key. I don't think he wins this fight though. This is Swain 3, kind of hard to get through. It's actually Karma 1. Never mind. I thought it was Karma 2. If it was Karma 2, I think he loses this fight for sure. Oh, man. Saren with a real low roll board. He reforged Shojin? Yeah, he did.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Junkie, thank you for the prime. Goat, no you. No you. Karma 2, it's too late. Prestivent playing Mentor Mech, but he's also stuck on Rise 1. Right, so kind of like an unfortunate like no hit situation. I think his spot made sense. I'm not so sure about item collector, especially given like how little value he's gotten. Also, he couldn't hit Volibear, so it's really difficult to stabilize if you are Rise 1, no Volibear. And then Genbai is streaking now. Tesla Coil Crew. I actually really like Tesla Coil Crew a lot. Double TG as well with Salvage Bin. That's actually really smart. Tesla Coil is super good. Super good augment. Aaron's super dead. YGQF with 8 Soul Fighter. Why 5 streak this stage? Yeah. Have you seen this? What kind of ruling is this? Let me see. Confirm clarification upon TFT Pro Sticker for TPC. APAC players are allowed to use those websites during competition, including CM players in APAC. For TPC, CM players are not allowed to use those websites during competition, including CM players in APAC. Wait, what? For CN, for TPC, CN, you can't use stats. For TPC, APAC, you can. I guess because TPC just China just believes you shouldn't be able to look at stats. Honestly, based. Don't you think that's kind of based? China just says, I don't care. If you get caught, I don't care. You can look at another region. If you get caught looking stats in our region, you're banned. That's actually kind of based. Don't you think? I actually kind of I'm on Team CN for this one. I know it's like silly that it's inconsistent, but I actually think stats should just be banned. I know that they can't regulate that, but I personally think that they just should be. I personally think they should be. Because if you were to interpret, again, we've had this discussion so many times, but I just don't think, I don't think it's hype, and two, I just think philosophically getting assistance in that way is just not ideal. Like, imagine if you allowed League players to just play with overlay times, like the overlay stuff. I mean, they did add some stuff to it to help you understand, like, jungle timers or whatever. But imagine you were allowed to have even more overlays and stats and stuff like that. It's just silly. But it's too hard to enforce, so they don't. Also, YBY, I think, is Volibear Yasuo just good? Like, nothing about this feels like it's Biss. He's playing warming up Volibear. I think it removes skill. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to convince me, man. The argument against it is that a lot of TFT is like rote memorization or whatever, and they're like, you're just, is it skill to like memorize things? And it's like, I think we're just misusing the word skill. Okay, Genbai's crew board is legitimately very, very good. I think YGO is also strong. Darius 3. He's not fully online though yet. Doesn't have all the items. Okay, YY. He's actually sacking to go to 9 at 5-5. And then he's going to transition to 6 Bastion plus TF Zyra. Wait, I'm actually kind of inspired. I actually think that this this line of play makes sense because he's actually going to transition to TF Zyra, Gwen, 6 Bastion. Wait a second. This guy might be the true beast. 6 Bastion Fast 9 is kind of good. I mean, yes, but most people would not know how to get there. And I feel like I think a light bulb just went off in my head. I think a light bulb just went off in my head. Is full crew better than sniper crew now? I actually think so. I actually think full crew, like classic crew, is better than sniper crew. But I do think that classic crew is harder to play and more expensive and more situational. So it's not something that you can play as often. But I actually do believe classic crew is better than sniper crew now, personally. That might change in a couple days, but yeah. This Bash and Yasuo Volibear comp got me 150 LP yesterday. Seems legit good on the B patch. I see way less full mentor comps compared to last patch. Yeah, that might be a big meta shift. I'm kind of excited to play some ladder and see if I can make it work. Because I think a lot of people are just playing Soul Fighters and Star Guardians and Sorcerers and Mech. So I'm down to play something else. Sway 2. Don't have to make that. You're looking for Braum. Boom. Okay. You can even play 4 Lucha temporarily as well. 6 Bastion Gwen. TF Rageblade. Oh my god, he just sees the lines. Brute. Is it Ramping Mage? Surge 66 doesn't do that much for TF. It even has things like the crew tie in with the Shin, which is partially what makes it really nice. I think he loses this fight because he's still like his transition on 1-stars, but it's a good transition. It's just that he didn't finish rolling down. I guess like not the perfect play. He needs to roll here. Wow. Okay, Gwen pair. Looking for Zyra as well. Braum pair. He's broke. That was actually a high roll down. Every shop he hit something. Mundo 3 Smolder. Soul Fighter. Rammus 3. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is like really strong now. Everyone in the top 4 are really strong. See, the difference between YBY and a lot of other players who can do something similar is that they would be at 1 life. They would be at 10 HP, but YBY is at 40. I think that's the significant thing that is like the big difference. Theoretically, I think we all can assume that his board is good. And like, okay, it's good. 6 passion, 5 cause is good. But because he has so much more HP, he has more time to put his board together. Like these rounds that he's losing are well within his calculations, and he knows that like, you know, he's likely to lose a lot of this stage. But the HP preservation matters. Can you want to explain his double frontline position? He has an augment called Keepers. So getting shield. Sold his Volibear for max gold. Not doing enough. Itemizes around Braum as well. It all makes sense. It all makes like too much sense. It's like the Volibear holds the item for TF and the Yasuo with that. Finds TF, transitions the relevant items over, has Braum sit and like transitions over to him as well, making him fighter. It's pretty good. Dishsoap's playing Honkai. Yeah, they sponsored both of us. I'm playing it later today as well. Zyra 2. Probably Zyra items here. I'm thinking Death Cap or Giant Slayer is pretty good. You could also think about taking any utility. Oh, he already has all utility, so I'd probably just take Death Cap here. Rage Blade. Takes Rage Blade. I think that like, I think just like pure damage items is good on Zyra though. Like part of the reason why you wanted Rage Blade before on Zyra is to have her cast to give the team attack speed buff, but now her team attack speed buff is not as good, not that good. So you just have her like hit really hard. But I guess like she's not, having her cast multiple times is also important. And Zyra does make TF better as well. Dude, this Mundo guy is so strong. What the heck, man? That guy's immortal. Dude, Mundo is so tanky that, like, legitimately the win condition is to actually kill the backline before you kill Mundo, and just have to hope that you can focus him down later. If you guys love the Dishsoap Honkai Star Rail stuff, that's coming soon. Right afterwards. Don't you worry, you guys. Don't you worry. Anyways, Smolder Juggernaut. I think Smolder Juggernaut has some legs to it as well, mainly because I think Mundo's so good. So I actually, this is basically like if you don't think you can hit Jhin, because like Mundo is the real carry of the composition. I think on our website we have it listed as Jhin Mundo. But in reality, this is a Mundo comp. And if you don't hit Jhin, I've seen people play like Jinx in the back line because, you know, Jin's contested. In this case, he's playing Juggernaut, and it makes sense. So, man, this is a crazy Kaisa board, and I think he's going 4th at the moment. Like, one of these boards that are good are going 4th. Frodan, will you be co-streaming both TPCs? I will be. I don't know. I can't promise I will be awake at the start of each EU day, nor can I guarantee that I'll be fully conscious and saying coherent things, but yes, I will try it. It's gonna be 3 days of 12 hours of TFT co-streaming. It's gonna be a long day. Are there breaks in between? I mean, probably. It's a TFT tournament, man. It's probably gonna be breaks. So if you guys hate ads, I mean, I'll be plugging it this weekend, man. I think it's only deserved. If you don't you guys don't want to add ads and you want 36 hours of no ad free, no interruption, you might as well just drop it here on this channel. I have some guests lined up. Ripple Overdrive is gonna come through. We have Greg coming through. I think Disco said he wanted to come by as well. I'm gonna need guests because the reality is 36 hours. I can't do it by myself.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
James, thanks for the prime. Now you can listen to uninterrupted Ramus pissing sounds. Came here for the TFT analysis, stayed for the Ramus sound effects. Would there be a game show? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about doing some more. Like, I think one thing that has happened since becoming a parent is that it's been harder to plan other content, and a lot of what I want to do. I think one thing that's really interesting. This is a third from YGQF. It's a good third, honestly. Because I think this crew board and I think this Kaisen board is capped really high. But one thing about my content lately is that there's so much going on with TFT Academy, and like I planned the LAN last set with the Digi Duos, the Double Up tournament, and then there's TPC going on. It's kind of hard to do like new things because I'm doing a lot of what I usually do. And I'm a kind of person that wants to do new things, right? Like, that's how I approach TFT as well. I want to do new things. I want to try, like, different content instead of just like, well, it's, you know, the same thing as usual. And I think game show stuff is, like, really fun, and I like the idea of doing that. I just, like, it's just, like, kind of hard to plan, because it's actually, like, a really big lift to, like, do a whole production around it. But I think that it's also within my skill set. I think I'm a pretty decent, like, host, so I feel like I could host a TFT game show. Like a regular one, but it's just a lot of work. Oh! I think he did it. I think he hit critical mass. The thing about this Kaisa is that you just need to hit critical mass, and then you can win. A PNW LAN? That's on my things of like wish. I wish I could do a PNW LAN. I wish I could do a 4v4 LAN. I wish I could do TFT game shows, stuff like that. But you know what? If I become a billionaire, I definitely will invest a lot of that back into doing that kind of stuff. So we're well on our way. Give us give me like a couple more years and I could probably make it happen. Set 25. We'll just set some arbitrary date. Classic crew, full cap. What's PNW? Pacific Northwest. Like Washington, Oregon, Vancouver. Is that what the noise is? Yeah, it's a monster trainer bug around Ramus. Or, yeah, it's a monster trainer bug and just it's running water. Hello, Frodan. I'm new to ranked TFT. What's the play if you commit to vertical boards like Soulfire Stage 2 and 3 with respective items just to miss on the forecast of Stage 4? It feels like it never matches lobby time when this happens. So that's sort of inherently... Oh, God. Wait, his Darius wandered off to the desert. Narnia! Wait, actually, it might be okay if the Darius kills us and wraps to the back line. Nope. Wow. That legitimately may have cost him. Oh! Oh! It's so close! Oh, my God. Maybe Stephen Ballmer can use TFT prize pool to pay his players legally. I mean, yeah, any money would be welcomed. I don't even think that we have much of a moral leg to stand on, man. We accepted money from Saudi Arabia, so at this point, we can take some American billionaire money. All right, guys, that's it for the Scrim mock tournament today. C tier comp, by the way, it is. I'm sorry, I think you don't even look up some of our content tangent anymore. Because if you did, you would know that C tier is actually pretty good. We said it multiple times. C tier is actually pretty good in general this set because the power level is so high. C tier doesn't mean that it's unplayable. It actually means that it's just situational. The true comps you have to avoid are the comps below C tier. Those are the comps you avoid. Sorry, I didn't answer the question. What do you do when you're in a vertical and you don't hit? You have to basically play substitute carries. So play around your 3 costs, play around Viego, play around Viego and Lux more. And And don't just like move items to 4-cost 1-stars just because you think that you should. Like Viego 2 with items is gonna outperform like Samira 1 with who don't have good items. So all right, so the overall winner of today looks like it's Flancy, almost a 40 bomb. Holy cow. Wait a second. CN, 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 CN. EU, EU, LATAM. EU, APAC. And then NA, NA, NA. Uh-oh. I'm starting to think CN has the tech. And also earlier in the other tournaments days. Oh, no. Yes, yesterday was... Wait, this was September 5th. No, September 16th. Oh, no CN played in this tournament. Oh. Well, we'll see, man. I mean, it's just 6 games. Anything can happen. All right, I'm going to log. What?
Beaten by a girl.
What happened? Sorry. That was the kind of game where if if I was playing off stream, I would actually just go take a break because that's an upsetting game. That's a game where TFT is feels the worst. You take your allergy meds? Yeah, that's what I went to go do. All right.
Sure, you hurt Mundo good. Me can take it.
Beach episode.
Do not.
All right, no worries. I have a bow and I have a gnar. I have golden edge. I also think, like, even though the Shimmer Scale Essence ended up turning into fish bones, it's definitely not fish bones. Or definitely not Mogul's Mill there. For future reference. And Rel 2. Edgelord Crown. Edgelord Crown literally is bugged. It doesn't work as a PSA. Beach episode. Protagonist. This augment is just busted. Garen. Titan Shojin Garen. I guess I could play Gnar. Actually, should I just make 10? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Man,
So it's
I'm getting more
BT
dogged
Titan
again.
Shojin, right? Just to go clear on this. I have no Battle Academia, but it should be fine. Garen is Titans. And I guess I could belt him as well. Got removers anyways. It might kill a unit or two. Not on me. Thank you for the 6 months. Keep up the great stream. Thank you, man. I don't even think I'm going to activate this golden edge, by the way. This is just... Oh, wait. I should actually fruit Garen. Because I might get, like, something powerful on him. So, there it is. Fruit the Garen. None of these are particularly good. Final form. The thing about Final Form is that I already get 4-star Garen, so I don't really need that. I think I just refruit, actually.
I will not hold back.
Over 9,000. So I missed one round of it, but it's probably fine. I'll see if over 9,000 is worth it. Unflinching is interesting because it basically gives me like Quicksilver, but yeah. You hit it way earlier. Yeah, but the downside is I lose a lot more fights because I don't have a power up. When you go max attack, pretty much when you think that you can snowball like an early unit that really wants that AD. So like a Kaisa, for example.
Beaten by a girl.
I go first with Malphite Protagonist. It's because I think it's really good if you have the items for it. You know, the lack of Academy means that no scaling on Garen, though. So the no Academy start here is pretty unfortunate. I might have to just, like, take... I need Shojin items, but... The lack of Academy start is pretty sad. Starter kit into Akali. Yikes. That's pretty bad. Okay, what do we have? We have Flexible into Soul Fighter, Birthday Present, Starter Kit into Akali, Shopping Spree. We have Golden Edge Gnar, Prismatic Ticket Kale, and then Prismatic Destiny Shopping Spree. Shouldn't you roll to get Academy started early? Should I? What if I miss? I'm making my first intervals as well.
Freedom awaits.
I'm third pick. Tier is likely gone because it's going to go on Akali. Or sorry, it's on an RE. Okay, I'll have a Shojin. I can go Shojin Sterix, probably, if I don't get BT. It's possible that BT is, like, mandatory. Let me actually look it up real quick. It's possible that if you don't have BT, you can just go Titans. Garen, 3 items. If you have Titans on Garen, and you have Shojin on Garen... Can you go Bloodthirster or Sterix? Sterix is really bad. Okay, I think I actually do need to roll now. Kabuko 2.
Unmatched.
The heck is this? Oh, this is the... I need to put the Battle Academia up. You play 7, right, with Garen? Or do you play Yumi? Wait. What do you play with 3M Garen? What's the build? Traits. Do you go Prodigy? Oh yeah, you play Prodigy for sure. Okay, so I think I actually deleted that version of the comp. Oh, I think it's here. Yumi 7BA. Oh, it says that 7BA is important. Oh, actually, so I had the right version then. Okay. Should I just double level here? I beat this guy. I think I win, yeah. Wait, that guy is 100 streaking with Gnar 1? Really? Okay. I double level here for Syndra. Who updates TFT Academy? You or Dishsoap? Probably me. But Dishsoap also updates it a lot as well. But if you were to say, like, who updates it more, probably me. But in terms of the importance of whose updates, it's probably 50-50. You're telling me I lose this fight as well? That's actually insanity. He 100 streak with this. Oh my god. Whatever. Oh, that's actually really, really bad. That's actually really, really bad because now he's gonna actually like, yeah, okay. That's actually really, really bad because now he's super far ahead. Whatever. And also I lost my streak as well. I could have slammed Sterix Gauge. And both the golems died at the same time. Yikes. Can I go Quicksilver here? What's the last item? Let's go previous patch because this B patch has no sample size. BT. Oh, no, Sterix is actually totally fine. Quicksilver.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
It's 5 BA.
Let's end this quick.
I think Shojin's kind of important. I'd rather just slam these items and keep the Shojin open. I know what you're thinking, Quicksilver and Titans, but like, it's just important to have 3 items on your guy. And then I'll like move Shojin over. I think Shojin's like far more important than the other things, and I can figure it out later. I can like put Quicksilver on like Yumi or something if I need to. Let's go best friends. Preparation's too late for that. Best friends. Okay. 5 BA best friends. Do you think Garen will work with Nashers and Hodge? I don't think he like really cares about critting very much though, is the thing. Drift Duo still has Socialite Aatrox. Well, okay, we'll replace that after. Sorry about that. We'll replace that whenever we can. I mean, do you guys think that this makes sense? Like, I need anti-heal anyways. You know what? Morello even gives me a little bit of mana regen. Not even the worst. And then I go Shojin off Carousel. Because the other option was to slam BT, but then I have no ability to get Shojin. And I think Shojin is like the item on Garen. It looks like you can actually get away with a handful of items, but you can't not have Shojin.
That's it.
I play this early day, and I'm pretty sure the stats really favor Shojin. Yes. I 100% agree. I think like if you don't have Shojin, you might be trolling. And so like I just committed all the items that weren't Shojin that were like playable. Even though Titans and Quicksilver have overlapping synergy, but you know what? It might even be the case where if I have over 9,000 stats, it might even be fine to have this too with Shojin. Okay, probably not. BT is really important because of the lack of Omnivamp, right? Oh, this guy pivoted out of Gnar into Ash. Oh, thank goodness, man. I was worried he's going to get golden edge value all the way until like level 9. You can get Reforge later. That's true. I mean, if I'm playing the setup too, where I can also figure out a way to get to level 9, I could just put these items on a duo carry. What's the level 9 for this board?
Enjoy.
Level 9 for this board is Shin? Oh, Executioner with Cat? That doesn't sound right. I don't get tier, I probably go. Okay, Shojin. I guess you could just play heavyweights. Nothing wrong with that. Braum, Varus, Seraphine. It says Braum. You play like a 4 Bastion setup? Is that why? That'd be so interesting. I did not know that that would be the case. Who takes the Morello? I assume Morello can go on... It should go on Caitlyn. Because she actually... I mean, maybe Cat. Maybe just Cat. Cat actually hits like random units, so it's fine. Stall for Yumi? Yeah, that's the whole point. But like, this Garen is basically just now racking up the HP. 1,000 HP. And you know what? If you think about it too, this is basically like a scuffed Rage Blade. Yeah. Yeah. All the CC immunity. Yeah, it says that the most common unit to play at 9 is Braum. I guess it's just like, maybe they have Bastion Emblem, or maybe you just play Braum. Is it like you cut Leona? No way, right? No way. That doesn't even make sense. I'm putting things on Cat because you cut Cat long term for this comp. Right? Or do you cut Caitlyn? I feel like Caitlyn is a better unit than Cat.
I'm getting more
personally. Let me see. It says that it's about even. I guess it's whatever you have. I like the idea of putting Last Whisper on Caitlyn though. What up, Chip Gang? Thank you for the 5 months. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a wonderful day. I mean, the first game did not go very well, but that's okay. That was just a little roll TFT. In general, I'm having a pretty good day.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Cut Cat. Yeah, I think I cut Katarina. Like, long term. What's another unit I can play here? I could play Protector, Sniper. I could also just, like, play this for utility. I was thinking about, like, Sunder. Like, adding this guy for some Sunda. Some Cog Mao. Thanks for TFT Academy. No problem, Jackie. Thanks for checking out TFT Academy. Whoa. Whoa. I just get dropped Yumi items? I just get dropped Bis Yumi just like that? Buko is also fine here. I need to play Jace. That's probably fine. Just play Jace. Kate doesn't need best friends, I think. I just have Shiv, Archangels. I mean, that works, right? Or is it blue buff Rage Blade? No, it's just Shiv, Archangels. Well, my Yumi items are done. That's the good news. And now I'm just missing Sunder, I guess. Rip Shiv. Oh, sorry. I just called tier bow Shiv. I just had to have it because that's what it was. If you didn't play, that tier bow used to make static Shiv, but then they made it an artifact because it was they made void staff instead. I just call that a habit. Sorry. I don't know if I can play class president with best friends. I don't think it works well. So I think I have to skip that. CS Bellweaver sounds pretty good. I think I want to roll for 7, right? 7 Academia.
yourself.
On the
If they
Braum.
insist on a fight, I will oblige them. What do you fight for?
I'm here to win. That's it.
Rubbing my head on you means you're mine.
Crap. Couldn't get it in time. Probably not Braum, actually, the more I think about it. I want to move Cat in the middle at the very end. If I lose this fight, that's my fault. Come on. Positioning diff. Cut this Braum, I guess. I mean, is Braum better than Rel 2? Kind of? Kind of? Like, maybe? Okay. The thing is, Rel has more raw HP. If Braum doesn't cast, he's not worth it. So I won Buko. I mean, Buko is really cheap to play at 9. I think Buko makes sense at 9 because it's just heavyweight frontline, which is nice. But yeah. Damn, if I didn't mess up that one turn, I would actually still be streaking. That was just a straight up positioning diff. But it was like, part of it was that I rolled and I didn't find the 7 Battle Academia for a while, so whatever, it is what it is. Unfortunate. All things considering, the spot is good. It's just that this spot could be like a super first, and now it's like maybe a first. I'd probably take like anything for Leona, so belt and cloak are prios for even shroud, but I'll also just take vest and maybe even a glove on the Seraphine. It's pretty good. I'll take anything though. I think versatility-wise, I'd rather take... I mean, this is one more gold. Okay, I'll take the belt then. Oh, wait. I still don't have BT. Oh, you're right. Why Quicksilver and Titans? Because those are just my components. That's what I had at the time. That was just literally like what I had available as my items, and I needed to slam at the time. So I probably should take Cloak then, because I need 2 cloaks. Except, wait, no, Cloak was denied. Never mind, I couldn't even take it. Just kidding. Reforge the Quicksilver, but it's a good item though. Like, I wouldn't say it's the best item, but I think it's like a good item. Like, okay, Quicksilver is not S tier on Garen, but what grade would you give it? Like, maybe A minus, B plus at worst. It's like, that's fine. So, like, if it's, like... Listen, man, I got a lot of B pluses. I disappointed my parents, but, like, I told them straight to the face. Good enough. If you want to do better, then invest more into me. B plus is good enough, man. Relax. It's all good. Would you build Sterex? Well, theoretically, Bloodthirster is the best because Bloodthirster gives you Omnivamp, but I do have Sated Spellweaver. So, there's that. Gwen. I wonder if when is it correct to play another Garen 3? Maybe correct to play another Garen 3 at 9 if I don't find Leona or something. Yeah. If I didn't lose that fight, I would have got I'd be at 40 gold right now. And going to 9 will be much easier. Also, it is the lack of Leona definitely does hurt though, because it like limits my ability to, like, for example, cutting this and playing this is better for the comp by like a lot. Also, I lost to Gwen. This is where Yuumi 2 is going to be important because I need the DPS from Yuumi to like compensate for his giant dummy.
Strike like rat.
Senpai noticed.
What do you fight for?
So I could go. I mean, I think I need this. BT, and then I have no even shroud. You need BT. I mean, I'm taking cloak either way. I think what I could do this. I could do this. Woo! What? Okay. That works. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Even shroud. And then do I just go like Sterix here for frontline? I think so. $53, 6 rounds. Also, I'm not so sure I'm supposed to position like this. Viego 3. I mean, everyone's really strong. Can I get to 9? And this Braum isn't doing anything. I think I shouldn't. I don't think I should have replaced Rel 2, guys. I think that was a mistake. I was supposed to roll on 8 here until I hit Leona, but I thought I was supposed to go to 9. Con 2. I feel like going to 9 doesn't do enough, so I think I have to roll to see if I can hit Leona Yuumi too. But the good news is all the forecasts out of the pool, so I should be able to hit now.
Stand and fight.
Okay, that's probably enough to stop. Still make 50 here. So I should have rolled a little bit earlier, but I'm still in a spot where I think I can go to 9 now.
My blades know your name.
Wait, I got stunned, even though I had Titans at 25. This guy went starter kit, branching out, and then pivoted mech. What? And he has Yone 2 on 8. What? I don't understand, man. There's actually so many crazy decisions being made by some of these players. It's just insane. Are we stable? Not really. They've been on a journey. I don't understand how they get this when they were lose streak early and they have 0 econ and they took branching out in salvage bin. It's actually crazy. Probably just play another this then.
On a fight, I will oblige them.
And you know what? Is Garen 3 better? Hold on. Probably better than Jace. Oh wait, I can't remove it if I hit Leona 2. I'll just do it. Is Braum better than Cassante for 3 Bastion? 3 Bastion. Wait! This turned into the hero augment?
Out of my way! Needles out!
I'm dead. Wow. Okay. I mean, that game's on my fault. That game is my fault. My bad. I forgot the strongest rules. You just take out. The reason why that works is because the last unit played is your strongest unit. So it thinks that my Garen wants to be it. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Should you drop Cassante for 4 Bastion? You don't have enough team slots. On 8. You only can play that on 9. And I don't have another Bastion unit. I didn't have it. I couldn't afford it. I mean, actually, let me think about it. If you play it, it doesn't say it's that good. It says it's much better to play Cassante. I'm looking at it right now. It says it's much better to play Cassante and Kabuko. I mean, I think what it comes down to is that, well, obviously, like, those small interactions, but, like, I think losing the 4-2 fight was really bad. And also, I should have just rolled. I thought that I was going to be strong enough to go to 9 there, and I wasn't. Also, because some players just played, like, like the mech player is just absolutely insane. I can't even believe that worked. Can you explain? Oh, so basically, Riot says they don't know which unit they want you to be. Like, Riot says, we don't know which of these 3 stars you would prefer to be the hero augment. And so it says that, oh, if you have 2 Garen 3s, they both can't be the hero augment. But if you play the other one, whatever you play is the most recent becomes the hero augment. So, like, the reason why I got tricked was because it was actually not the strongest until I equipped my 3rd item. Whoever has the most items here. So the reason I should have waited, I should have timed it. I should have timed it before I switched. Sorry, you guys have to watch this ad. Okay, so like here, still hero augment. And then the tiebreaker is whoever has the most units, or sorry, whoever is the most recent played. If you have 3 items on it, so fruit should be a tiebreaker, or should be, but like I mean, whatever. That's my fault. And I think that I don't die, and I think I top 4 that game. But whatever, that's a fake game. 2 Protector's kind of faked. Not really. I think 2 Protector's actually quite good. He has a BT shield. 5 durability is really good. Really good with resistances. So I think 2 Protector is very worth it in that kind of setup. And also 2 Protector scales with your HP and Garen a lot of HP. I mean, it's fine. I should in a lot of cases they're top 4. That's just an unfortunate error. But hey, now you guys learn, right? Does the hero augment work like if you bench and rebench? Yeah. If I rebenched it, I mean, whatever. Like some people are like I'm tilted for you. I mean, it is what it is. That's actually like on me. Whatever. It's just a simple mistake. If it's like the game like bugged out or something like that, then I mean that's on Mortdog and Team Riot. Also, I think that like basically if I didn't mess up on 4-2, if I rolled a little bit earlier, I think that was a first. So it's good learning.
I've been waiting.
Okay, new opportunity to have a perfect, like an unlosable game into a bot 4. Here we go.
Takes a lot to stay at the top.
Okay, loot sub. Loot sub is gonna be kind of crazy. I just sense it this time. I have an open bow and a Lucian.
Look at us making new memories.
Is Rageblade playable on Garen? You don't really want to play Rageblade. I think emotionally, I'm much more okay with like the first 80 to 90% of the game
Rise again. I dare you.
going well, and then the last 10% kind of goes off the rails. Because that's like, I don't know. I guess it's like, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like that's like way more fixable, you know? Like just, it's not even like you're bad. It's not even like I made the decision and therefore I'm bad. It's more like it's just like an accident, so it happens. Lulu. Can I play Cog or Smolder here? Item grab bag. Item grab bag might help a lot. Oh wait, loot sub. Is loot sub. Anyone choose? Everyone gets a full item? Oh, it's item grab bag. It's a component. I can also play Kaisa. Smolder Kaisa. Oh, it's bow. Okay, so I guess it's just... Should I try a Kaisa game?
Our duel begins.
I could try a max attack setup. Ooh, I am not killing anything. I'll just give this anyways, though. I should probably play Kabuko over just for extra better stats. Kaisa seems like she's not it. She won Scrims. I think you have to just play her from good spots. I think I have early Rammus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is just... I can also play... I mean, I'll just make 20 here. I think you have to play Kaisa from good spots. Also, loot sub is like something that might give me like enough resources to do it, make it worthwhile. I think we should try a Kog'Maw game. If I had better items for it, but right now my items were better for Kaisa. Also, I didn't have like a good setup for it. I think frontline wise. Like, don't you think this actually makes much more sense? Playing around Kaisa from here. I think so, right? Like Kog'Maw, I think you need like a tier and a sword to get like done. Like this is like theoretically the ideal Kaisa spot. Kaisa early, no one contesting, Rammus, a high resource portal so I can have items to hit the Darius. Because the thing is, sometimes you hit Darius and you still don't have items for him. What's not ideal is I think my fruit is like max attack. Maybe I should have refruited. I still can if I want. I think I'm just gonna like max attack because max attack is still 12 AD, which is better than Bludgeoner, I think, Last Whisper. But maybe I should just refruit now. Maybe I should just refruit now. I have nothing to play here. I guess I'll just play another guy. No Kennen, no Juggernaut, no heavyweights. I mean, I sold them to make 20, so it's all good. Max attack is meh. No, max attack is fine, but you kind of like want to be like hitting Kaisa and snowball. Like you want to hit like Kaisa like now, start getting kills like now. You don't really want like Kaisa to just like lose streak all of stage 2. Right now, I think she's gotten 0 kills. Right now, she got 0 kills because the first 2 people I played were like tempo players. She didn't even get the kill here. Is max attack takedown based? Nice. 1. I got my first AD. And you know what? The first is always the hardest.
Do not hesitate.
That's actually not true in TFT. First is usually the easiest. And now we snowball. Yep. Sword off of Karis. Ooh, should I take Darius? Vest is a good component. I think I need swords though. Or do I want tier for blue buff? I think I'm just gonna make GS. Just gonna make GS here. Just go with the items. GS is really good on Kaisa. Or should I just like greed for IE? Eh. I could greed for IE as well. But I need something to do with these bows. So it's probably just GS for now. Still no heavyweight, no supreme cell, and no juggernaut still. I don't have to slam right now. I'm in a position where I'm very unlikely that slamming is going to make that big of a difference because I don't have anything active whatsoever. So wait, is this guy supreme cell Kaisa as well? Surely not. He has one Kaisa and he has open tier rod. Oh god. If you're sticking with max attack. Oh, I don't know if I'm sticking with max attack. I'm not sure about that. He's holding crew units, so he's playing it for tempo. Maybe.
Let's end this quick.
We'll see. Or maybe he'll flex. I don't get the impression this guy wants to do that.
I choose this fight.
That's good. Ash pivot? I don't think he's pivoting Ash. He has no bows. I think he's selling his crews. I think he wants to play contested Kaisa. Which is honestly crazy. Kaisa is unclickable. Contested Kaisa. I guess can ask. At Illuminous, are you planning on contesting Kaisa? I have to frame it a certain way. I mean, his answer might be yes. Oh, God. Maybe he's a mobile player. No, he's scouting. He's scouting. He's not a mobile player. He's scouting. It's impossible. I mean, I have Darius pair. Hey, you know what? Maybe contested Kaisa won't go 7-8. We'll see.
I am good.
We shall see. Lucky item. IE. Okay. I mean, this is pretty good. It's actually good enough that makes me feel like I should try for it. Oh, man. But I only have one Kaisa, though. He's doubling down. He made Shojin. Do I just pivot into Mentors? No blue buff for Shojin. Torment taught you not to pivot? It was a different patch, though. Do you play the same way on every patch, always?
Boom, baby.
Spears Will. Crimea River. Quiet Quitting. I have a role. I guess I could, like, figure out what I want to do here. Spears Will. No. Forward thinking. Yeah, fuck it. Forward. Wait, this guy took Yeah, screw you, man. You're gonna play like that? That is just disrespectful to the art of, that is just disrespectful. You can't play like that, man. I have to teach this guy a lesson. Yeah, screw you, man. You can't play like that. You can't play like that. You can't play like an absolute fucking donkey. I am offended. Like, I'm offended on behalf of the honor of TFT players, man. You play like a fucking idiot. I have to teach you a lesson. I'm gonna roll more, actually. But imagine if he hits. Hit what? What is he playing to hit? Should I hold on to this Cassante, actually? It's gonna be hard to actually justify holding because this is really expensive. 50-50, either hits or he doesn't. You know what? You're not wrong. Okay. I hit Rise, so I'm thinking about whether or not I want to play into Mentor, but I'm pretty sure it's Rammus, right?
Brace yourself.
It's Rammus, right? Guys, talk me down. It's Rammus, right? I can sell these things. I'm freed. Okay, you know what it is, man? You know what it is? He probably took tower defense to pivot for me. I might be flaming this guy, and he might be trying to help me. I shouldn't even say that, you know? Okay, I'm staying. I'm staying. I stay. The reason why is because I think that I don't think I can justify transitioning to the mentor board when I already have Rammus pair, and also I'm already like kind of committed to rolling. But like part of it was like I wanted to see if I can hit the 4 mentor and have a transition point. Let me think about my items here. I think I need anti-heal, so Vest is good. I can also take just Warmogs is also fine, but I think Sunfire makes more sense immediately for my utility needs because I already have Last Whisper. So, and then late game, like late game, I can move Giant Slayer off and put it on Darius and go blue buff on Kai'Sa as well. Bro, this guy is so cooked, man. You've been leveling Rammus for a while. Oh, he's already level 15. Oh, my boy's all grown up. My boy is all grown up. I feel like I could roll like once or twice. Okay, I rolled once. Okay, rolling here would be to see, because I'm technically 2 off Kai'Sa. So if I roll a little bit and see that I have Kai'Sa too. Okay, so then I just roll, come 1 off. Rammus wave.
Don't test me.
Wait, I actually hit the Rammus wave. What? Rammus tsunami. I somehow hit 5 Rammus out of nowhere. The Callista just one-shot my Kai'Sa. Oh! Whoo! Oh! If I lost this fight, that would have actually been a big deal, but winning that fight is really nice. Darius. So I guess I just, like, send here. Okay, well, I hit.
Don't test me.
Boom. Baby. Rammus 3 at 4-3. Or, sorry, 3-6. 4-3. What? He's losing it, guys. Guys, he's losing it. Guys, he's losing it. Yup. Wave theory. You know, the funny thing is, I'm actually strictly anti-wave, but this doesn't help my case. This guy sell his Kaisa? He did. He hit Star Guardian +1, so he's pivoting. You know what? Honestly, man, I might have actually said too many harsh words about him. Because maybe I interpreted his position uncharitably, but the more I think about it, the more I think he was actually saying that he wasn't going to contest me, so he tried to pivot. And then I flamed him.
I am good.
So I feel bad now. Should I just sell to 20? I don't think I need Udyr 2 for a while because I have Ramus 3. You go straight to 8? Well, the argument to go to 8 is to hit Akali. At 7, I get Heavyweight and Juggernaut in. On 8, you get, like, the guy. But I guess you're right in the sense that I don't have... I mean, I sold the Cassante. Maybe I shouldn't sell the Cassante there. But I feel like my economy recovers so much slower if I'm just holding 7 gold on my bench for, like, 3 rounds. Nico 2. Okay, so let's think about this. I want this to become blue buff. I mean, Shojin's also acceptable, right? I guess I could reforge, and swords are... this is stair gauge on this guy almost every single day of the week. So... I guess I could reforge a cloak. Move GS to Darius. Yeah. I think that's the plan. This rod ends up being a bad component, but that's all right. If it was a glove, it would have been... if it was a glove or a tier, it would have been really, really good. Also, max attack Kaisa is kind of starting to snowball, so it's working out all right. It's working out all right. I want combat here. Last second save is an okay hold. Trifecta, not really playing for that. Tesla coil. Is Tesla coil Kaisa a thing? The fights don't last long enough for this to be relevant. Oh. Is Evil Beyond Measure good in this setup? I think it's just last second save, the more I think about it. I'm gonna go for a combat. It's just good to go for combat last option. Last second save is like pretty generically good. The argument against Tesla Coil, even though it's loot subscription, is that Tesla Coil is like the longer the fight goes, the more value you get. And like, I'm kind of like just kill him like extremely fast type of comp. The last second save is like really good for like the amount of HP that I have as well on the Ramus and the Darius. Also, it kind of keeps the Kaisa alive, clutch. Why is Duo Q and TFT ranked allowed? Because like TFT is a competitive game, but they also really want the game to feel like fun. And it's like more fun to play with people. At least I think it is. Like, do you think TFT would nearly be as fun if you couldn't be on Twitch and just watch Frodan disable his hero augment by accident? No. The TFT is like way more fun with people. Watching your favorite streamers just absolutely mess up their roll downs like an idiot. Very funny. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I think this guy is going 8th. And I think he pivoted for me. Oh, man. He pivoted for his favorite streamer. Sorry. He pivoted for his former favorite streamer. Oh, man. Should I go, is there a good spat for this comp at all? I need a defensive item. Maybe I just go Crown Guard. I guess I could also go Gunblade. What route? I guess I could also go Kali item as well. I'll go Crown Guard. This is Supreme Spat. Yeah, but you know, Supreme Spat's surprisingly hard to use. I'm just gonna go Glove here. I'm gonna go Glove because either it turns into Steadfast for Rammus or it turns into Hodge for Darius or IE or something like that. 44. I have a Protector, so I can just like level for Protector here. It's relevant. 24. Yeah, Protector's okay. Gives me a little bit of durability as well, which is nice. Is it ever good to JG Darius? I think if I wasn't so far ahead, yeah, but it's like loot sub. And I don't think I need to do that. I think in other portals where like this is what you're gonna get for the rest of the game, yeah, you just slam it. And it's probably not even that bad. But I think like, you know, I'm ahead, so. I think, by the way, I don't go to 9. I think I roll here for Cassante, because 9 doesn't even cap the board that hard unless you get like Lee Sin 2. And you need items for it. And I don't even think that's stronger than Darius 3, so. I'm here on 8. I think I'm staying on 8. I'm just gonna roll for Darius and Cassante and Akali. Darius. Okay, this guy's username is pretty funny. His name is Wait, I'm Gouted. Okay, you know what I will say? I would say that at Masters GM level or even low Challenger, some of the usernames are pretty funny. A lot of people are like, you know, still just having fun with it. Gout sucks. Don't laugh. Well, then why did he name himself in a funny way then? I think he wanted us to laugh. I think that was intended. Oh yeah, this Kai'Sa's like way too strong. Are you guys sure Kai'Sa sucks? I'm like looking at this. Are you guys watching this? I feel like Kai'Sa does not suck. I just think she's situational. I started off on loot sub. Kai'Sa Rammus at 2-1.
I'm not here to make friends.
You're a high roller? Me? I mean, I think so, yeah. But not in TFT. I high rolled a lot of other things outside of TFT. You know what? I'm down for this guy to sneak the most undeserved 5th of all time. The Luminous. I guess I can itemize Akali. Wait, did I just sell a Shinzao and it gave me another Shinzao? Okay.
Now we prove our courage.
Cassante.
Strength above all. I choose this fight.
Well, geez, you guys. I do not have items for Rammus. I feel like I'm gonna TG. Okay, what the heck happened there? It's actually crazy. I got no tank items for this guy. I feel like I TG him and then I just like move on. That was crazy, actually. Also, this guy has 6 Sorcerer. I feel like I TG, but I like roll for like a Kali 2 or something. What? Maybe I TG Cassante. And then, or sorry, I TG Rammus and I Sunfire Cassante. Sunfire Akali. Cassante survives longer than Rammus, doesn't he? Because he can like revive. I mean, you guys agree with the Gunblade, right? So I get like healing on Darius. Kind of need the healing now. Because IE would have left me with Rod, Sword, Glove, which I think is just like kind of unplayable. Can you explain why you buy and sell units? Yeah, so in TFT, every pool is shared. And technically buying a unit increases your percentage that won't be seen. So if I buy this Jace and Senna, there's one fewer Jace and Senna, and I'm more likely to find Darius. If I buy these 2 costs, I'm more likely to see whatever 2 costs. It's like extremely small impact. It's actually not even like worth doing on average. But it's theoretically, if you like play it optimally, it might move your odds of hitting by like a percentage or 2. So it's a when they say micro optimization, it's like actually overselling it. But when you combine it with the wave, oh god. Yes, when you combine it with the wave, you guys. Oh, my Darius actually moved to the back. That's huge. Wait, this guy actually kind of built the board. Hey, this guy actually beat me. Wait, Luminous, this guy actually might be the true god of TFT. 9 Star Guardian, and what if he just hits Prismatic Star Guardian? I think I'm going to start building my case for like a tank. So I think I go like Warmogs or Val. And then once I get 3 items, I switch these basically. Like it's like, I think Vow is technically better because Rammus wants to cast. So you could even argue that it's better now. Like you can even argue that I just put Sunfire Vow because it's better than IE and like it's better than IE and I whatever, and I can just TG like a Kali. Also, once I hit Darius 3, I probably fruit Darius, right? Ah! Whoops. I kind of thought that I should have moved if I moved Rammus back 1, it would have worked. Okay. Wait, you know what? This was actually Biss. You know why? Because Kaisa got more takedowns that fight. Because Darius didn't steal anything. So I actually scaled harder. Genius mode. What's Darius' best fruit? I think he really has enough damage amp. It's probably just Bludgeoner here. Bludgeoner's good, yeah. It's probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good. In 9 I play Lee Sin, says. Or I could play like Gwen or something. Boom. Hoya. Oh, would be the one that like lets him crit good because I don't have IE, I guess. At the start, I said I got a quest to place or versus a 3-star 5 cost. I hit Yone 3 yesterday. My god, he's killing blow is cool. Oh yeah, he does like the cool like blink thing. The very cool blink thing. Wait, this guy actually top forward. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, what if this guy actually hits Prismatic Star Guardian and wins the game? He took tower defense, Star Guardian, and just YOLO'd it and then hit. That's actually crazy. Is this guy the GOAT? We actually might be watching Dishsoap's son. Actually, that's not even possible. Because the son of the GOAT is never the second coming of the GOAT. What did I get?
I love a challenge.
Can I play strategist or something?
A great day to
I think I take adaptive because Bramble, there's a lot of AP in the lobby. Wait, what's the 9 for this board? Is it like, I thought it was Lisa and Executioner, but like, am I just stuck with like melee traffic? Zyra? Oh yeah, Zyra could be good too. Yeah. When you're right, you're right. He lost.
Rubbing my head on you means you're mine.
K Sante too. I mean, Executioner allows Akali to crit, which I guess is nice. He's going for Rise 3. Uh-oh. I may have left an opening. I did not realize that. Flicker Blades. Oh, I have the wrap on the Jinx. Oh, just kidding. Unstoppable. Oh, gee, never mind. Never mind on the never mind. Outsmarted. Wait a second. This guy might clear me. Oh, never mind. I'm going to say something kind of rude. I'm going to say well played. He disconnected. I was going to say well played. But you know what? That was well played. To me, I played that perfectly. First place.